Stop it. I know, right? Hey, Ronbo, remember you been? I couldn't tell you that, man. I'm telling you right now. But you know what? There was no way I was going to avoid this night. Fam, listen, I got to tell you right now, though. Later for that. Countdown to Super Bowl has begun. You know, this time next week we'll be in panic mode. You know that, don't you? Because, I be halfway faking right now because, I'm scared to death, man, because I don't want to lose this game, right? So I'm telling you right now, enjoy these next few days. The pressure's going to build up and build up and build up. Super Bowl 58 preview, Kittle and Armstead aren't practicing. See, these are the things I'm talking about. Why are Kittle and Armstead not practicing, man? Especially, because you seen what Kittle did last week to, wasn't that dude, did he make the Pro Bowl? Hutchinson? The Lions? Kittle got in the dude's chest, dropped him into the dirt, and looked like he was looking down at him like, boy, you ain't making no plays here today on my watch. Damn, George. That's Aiden Hutchinson. You're tight end. How the WTF did you do that? So, I need George Kittle. I might be able to get away without Arik Armstead. I don't want to. But they can't keep missing practice. It seems to be that they're confident that George will be back, though, in a few days. Since there's another week to go before Super Bowl 58 kicks off, fan panic should be probably left in check regarding players missing workouts, I guess. But I just want everything, all the ducks lined up in a row. I want everything right. The discomfort, though, with thought of what veterans Arik Armstead and George Kittle bring to the table, not being available for the biggest game of the year, it is worrisome. And Brock Purdy acknowledges that the Niners offense is aware of the fact that the unit needs to put in 4 quarters of intensity to win in Vegas next Sunday, unlike what they've been doing the past couple of weeks. So tonight, go on the phones for your concerns about Niners AA and GK, reported missing back-to-back practice. Last night I needed comforting. Right? That's why I'm saying I'm on the phone. We're talking. I'm feeling better all the way through it. Because that defense has still got me freaked out, but still. Also, the potential doom of coming from behind versus the Chiefs, man. Okay, you know what? Listen, don't let me frighten you. If you're confident and feeling good about it, give me some. It's okay. I'm just saying, Because throughout the playoffs, the Niners have demonstrated their ability to stage comebacks from falling behind in games. We get it, okay? But I don't like it. I get it. Securing 2 come-from-behind victories, the first epic comeback in the divisional round against the Pack was exhilarating. Actually, it's exciting. As long as the outcome is like that, what a rush. Yeah, and I can't get mad at that. Requiring Brock Purdy and the offense to orchestrate a game-winning touchdown drive, that was intense, man. The excitement was unreal. The following weekend, though, in the championship game versus the Lions, now, see, okay, y'all did that once. I don't need that again, okay? I really don't. And they did it anyway. A 17-point deficit to get past them in order to advance to where we are now in Super Bowl 58. The 49ers, following weekend after that championship game, man, come on, man, you have to do this? But what happened to that 49ers regular season domination is what I'm worried about. But remember, we used to go in and beat teams up? Just beat them up. And all of a sudden, we can't beat nothing up. We got to wait until the fourth quarter to stage comebacks. It's got to stop. But despite the last couple of weeks of insanity, Mrs. Purdy's baby boy claims the guys are aiming for a less stressful outing against the Chiefs in Vegas next week. Brock told reporters today, quote, man, I feel all of us were sort of learning that. Just really that chip on our shoulder, the mindset of our backs being against the wall, and we needed it. He goes on to say that's when our best style of ball comes out and we all step up to the plate and play our best. So whatever the mindset is early on, we need to get to it. See, fam, you know how, and people who entertain the thought the 49ers gotten cocky because they know they're badass. I never could get into that. I just says, no. Things are just happening that way because they happen to fall into place. But now I'm starting to think there might be a little bit of truth to that. Do the 49ers think that, has there been a level of arrogance built up in the halls and locker room of 49er facility in Santa Clara? You guys think you're that good? No. I still don't believe that, though. But, the thing is, can they get it is my question. Now, can you continue to do that? Purdy and his teammates hope to carry the late game momentum mindset into the early drives in the next Sunday Super Bowl. And some 49ers on the roster recall owning a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter of Super Bowl 54. Can't remember how that happened. Only to witness Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs score 21 unanswered points to win 31-20. This is not the team you want to get into that kind of thing with. That's why I'm saying 49ers start from a game in the first quarter and work your way through. Do not hold back until the third and fourth quarter. Patrick Mahomes will beat your ass. I guarantee it. So can we please avoid a repeat of that heartbreaking outcome? Got to do it. Lynch said this about the matter earlier today, quote, "We need to have our footing from the beginning and we need to come out on point, especially against a guy like Patrick Mahomes. I think he embodies that. Just look at every play with him. The play's never dead. He can play in rhythm. He can extend. You can think you have him tackled. Then the next thing you know, he's spun out." Unquote. How many times have you seen Patrick get grabbed? You know, people are always yelling. We're always yelling this all the time. Don't run past him. Keep the fence up. Do not run past him. Watch your pursuit. Look, boom. Oh, God. Remember Russell Wilson for all those years? They did it every single game. Made me so mad, man. Wilson stands in the pocket. It's third quarter. He's trying to come from behind. He's standing there. He's pretending as if, I don't know what he's pretending is, but it's working, right? 49ers rush right past. But yeah, mofos went for that again. Off to the races, Jack. 30, 40-yard pickups. Damn it, Niners. You've seen that how many times? I hate to relive those moments. I really do. Even though Lynch mentioned Super Bowl 54's outcome still haunts him. But it also fuels him to ensure things are different this time, emphasizing the need for a fast start. Please, Niners, please. Come out from the first quarter gunning. And John went on to say, quote, "The best way to do that is attack everything we do with us starting fast, being on the details, play every play, and finish everything we do," unquote. Easier said than done? Probably. Brock continued discussing the need to play better football right out of the gate, stating, quote, "Obviously we need to do a better job with third downs early in the game and converting on those and staying on the field. But when we need to come back, we step it up. We pick up the intensity. Everyone's just on it and on point," unquote. Hadn't been the case last couple of weeks, Brock. Yeah, I just want to, okay. Brock struggled for much of the game against the Packers. He excelled in the game-winning touchdown drive, connecting on 6 or 7 passes. This is the kind of dynamic football I was caring about. Why can't we do it in the first half? Do it. I can't imagine the defense just got better in the second half. Well, maybe they got worse. They might have got tired. Possibility. I don't think so. Connected on 6 or 7 passes in a 12-play, 69-yard effort that put the 49ers on top. As if to say, man, y'all thought you was going to win this game? I don't think so. But why wait to get all pumped up until you have to? See, that's the thing. Feel urgency as soon as you set foot on the field. Brock Purdy concluded by saying, quote, "So if we can and have the kind of mindset early on, just like we have all year, and come out firing away, I think that's when our defense plays well with that." Of course they do. Now they feel like they got a lead to protect. It's going to be inspiring. So that's something that we all got to talk about and be better at, and that starts with me for sure. You know, Brock is so cool and calm. Even in press conference, he cracks you. Brock is like, the dude is as Stu say, cool as the other side of the pillow, man. Oh, and one thing that I did want to add that I found reassuring today, though, amid questions about the defense's perceived lack of effort on certain plays, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. All those runs that everybody's running up, man. Every time I look up, man, first week, I'm watching Aaron Jones just tearing the 49ers up. Over 100 yards. And then the following week it gets, oh my God, here comes Montgomery and Gibbs. Oh, oh, I mean, that's all you can do when you're watching them. They're just gutting the 49ers. I said, man, let's address that issue. Reporters on the day as well saying efforts are non-negotiable. I mean, that's one of our core values, and I believe that in my heart of hearts. We've got 4 Hall of Famers that we represent the defense I played in at Tampa Bay. And if you ask every one of us that played on that defense, what was our calling card? It starts with effort, that being a non-negotiable. You put your ass in 4th gear and you better get there quick. Do it! What are you doing? They missing tackles? We miss tackles? Oh, at this point in the season? Oh, hell no. Lynch asserted that the defense's shortcomings have been addressed and doubts fans will witness another disappointing effort from the unit. Thank you, John. Thank you. John goes, he's quoted saying, I really would be shocked if we saw that again. And sometimes that comes. I mean, there's excuses for it, but they're just that. They're excuses, and that has to be non-negotiable. Play your heart out, and then we've got a lot of good players, a lot of good depth that you can get. Right, see, you can play 100 miles an hour. You got guys on the bench come in and relieve you. If you're that tired, sit your ass down. All right, say something. Tap the helmet. But don't sit out there and missing tackles, being late on plays and sleeping on plays and taking plays off. He goes on to say, so those aren't the plays that we're proud of. Those players are proud of it. It's been addressed, and I'd be real surprised if I saw it during the Super Bowl. Thank you, John Lynch. I don't know why they had to be told that, though. It's a Super Bowl. Man, I better not. If I see that, man, I'm going to lose my mind. I just know my shit. Ooh, God. I get all pumped up a week ahead of the game. I'm getting mad already and crazy. Phil, chill. Phil, help me chill out, man.
Hey, Ronbo.
Yeah. Well, Phil, yeah, as you can see, I'm already in the mode. It might as well be Sunday, man.
I'm in the mode, too.
I can't even relax. Yeah, I want this game.
Well, I want to ask you. If I told you at the beginning of the season we were going to win the NFC West, would you take it?
I didn't. I didn't. You know what? At that point, I wanted to believe it. I always want to believe. But Phil, I think you asked me that. I said, you said that. I said, I just hope so. See? That means there's a little doubt in my mind, right?
If I told you we would win the best record in the NFC, would you take it?
You know what? Let me back up on the NFC West. No, I take the West. The West I knew we were going to take. This question is the one I hedged on.
And if I told you we were going to win the NFC and go to the Super Bowl, would you take it?
No. Not back then. You know what? I believe, but at the same time, I'm cautiously optimistic. I know. Faith.
Ronbo,
where is my faith?
We're there.
I know.
And contrary to Big Show, who said we weren't going to make the playoffs.
I talked to him yesterday, too.
You did?
Yeah, he was talking about Frank Gore's son and some other things.
He won't call in because he's got to do an apology tour.
Show, get in here.
I mean, if he just apologizes for being wrong on all these things, we'll accept it.
You know, if we
but
do
anyway,
Super Bowl, I guarantee you he'll be here, Phil. If we do, he'll come in, he'll say, I want to apologize to all those who were faithful. And I showed my
well, you called him out. You called him out and you said, Big Show, are you going to apologize for being wrong? He goes, I'm never wrong. I remember that.
I know. You know.
And you know what? Brock Purdy's the guy.
He really is.
He's the guy.
George doesn't even mess with him. Did you see what George's pressure today? I said, yeah, I've learned how to treat Brock. It's a little different. I've got to, I got a kick out of that. Brock must have really chastised him once or twice. I remember Jimmy used to be a little bothered.
Brock is the man.
But Brock does not play.
He's got, even Joe Montana said on the Pat McAfee show.
I was watching that. I loved it.
He's got what I had in the second year.
He demands respect and production. I love it.
I mean, he's got a calmness.
But it's not to
He's
be
the guy.
It's not to be misunderstood, though. He's out there running that, guys. He's leading, too.
But I don't care what these people say. Brock's our guy. And you know what? He's really hoisting the Lombardi.
I can see that. I can see that, actually. I can. The 49ers get up for big games. Cowboys, Eagles, Jaguars. Don't come in talking about how great you are. That seems to fire them up.
And these last two games has helped us. Seriously.
And they didn't think the Lions and Eagles, it figures what I just said. They didn't take the Packers or the Lions real seriously. They did take the Eagles and the Cowboys seriously.
Exactly. So now they're going to come in there fired up. They're going to fire to the ball. Good luck to the Chiefs.
Probably, because they do not have the manpower. On paper, they do not.
It's not the same Chiefs team that we played a few years ago.
Not even.
Seriously.
I know.
So we're crushing them. Are you ready for that, Ronbo?
I'll settle down at the first quarter. I just know it. They're not going to come out half-stepping in the first quarter. I don't believe it this time. The defense is not going to be out there missing tackles and forgetting the term.
No way.
Gap integrity,
They got
guys.
embarrassed by Detroit. They got embarrassed by Detroit.
Oh, it was awful.
And that's a good thing. Because they're going to be fired up.
Mm-hmm. This is it.
Let's go.
No problem.
This is our year. This is our year.
I think so. And then,
Ronbo, I'm excited about this. We're winning the Super Bowl.
Wouldn't it be funny? We could take over the dynasty position because if the Chiefs were to win this, you'd have to consider them a dynasty. How many years? 4 out of 5 years they've been at the Super Bowl. And
well, they'd be 2-2, right? So
you
we
can't
win.
call it a dynasty. That's right. You can't. Not really. That's
call it a dynasty. Then we start ours.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes.
God. Because I think George Hill's got a couple more Super Bowls in him.
This is it. This is a turning point.
I know.
Let's go.
Yes.
Woo! I'm fired up, Ronbo. I believe this team's going to win.
I do.
I really do.
We have to. It's just
I may be wrong. You know what? But I'll admit when I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But I think right now, we're the better team.
Oh, looking at the teams, there's no doubt about that. But can the better team prove that they are? That's the thing. Phil,
well, you know what? Tom Brady said it. Not always the best team wins.
Yeah. Phil, I'm going to see you Sunday. And
there's a fumble. There's referees. I mean,
some guy threw a piece of chewing gum out on the field. Any number of things.
You know what? But you know what? We got the better team.
No doubt about that. Phil, we're going to go.
All right, Ronbo.
I'm going to see you Sunday.
Let's go.
I need more pep in
go.
Yes. All right, Phil.
All right, Ronbo. Take care.
Before Phil goes, I got to say thanks for that. Sorry, Ronbo. I know you didn't give me the info.
There you go.
What?
But I want to say thanks on that, honestly, because I came in here, honestly, I'm worried about this defense. I really am. But I need to hear this positivity.
Hey, man. Yeah, thank you, Phil. Really, man. It's freaking me out. I just keep seeing nightmares of Montgomery and Gibbs. Oh, God. I keep seeing it's flashbacks. We'll be all right. I feel.
Our defense is not as bad as you think.
I hope not.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I'll see you Sunday, Phil. All right.
They're not.
I believe
we just played one or two of the best offenses in the league.
And withstood it.
Casey's not the best offense. They score 17 points a game.
I know, right? What the hell happened with the
30.
Buffalo Bills and the friggin' Lamar Jackson and that best defense in the league? Oh, my. Okay, you know what? Let's not think about them. Let's think about us. Nothing to do with those people.
All right, Phil. Go. All right, bye.
Observe natural evolution. Believe me, I got to wait and stand by. JJ, come on in, man.
Yeah, Ronbo, like I was saying, I was worried about the defense, but then honestly, if I really looked at a lot of things, it really comes down to Mahomes. I can't stand that dude with that freaking frog. He's good. I can't deny him that a good player is a good player.
He is, man.
But
that worries me so
our
much.
defense is like, it's been, and I don't take anything away from Aaron Jones or Montgomery. They're both very good players. I've actually liked Montgomery even when he was with the Bears. But it's like,
It looks like he got
to run all over us.
Yes. What is that?
But I mean, the other thing, I haven't heard that Pat McAfee thing yet with Joe Montana. Was that
You'll love it.
today?
That is so good. Yeah,
Oh,
just go to McAfee's, go to YouTube or McAfee's page, whatever. Yeah, it's awesome.
Again, I've been trying to stay off of social media a lot because I can't stay. I just heard something right now about Alex Smith saying that the only way we'd win is if we get in a shootout. I'm like, come on, Alex, damn it.
Oh,
But
God. Well, he used to be with the Chiefs. You know?
Yeah.
He says he has some affiliation. He doesn't appreciate how the 49ers let him go. So Alex would say something like that. What kind of shootout have they lost this year? They have not. Their defense is outplaying their offense this year, which is bizarre.
I think the last shootout we had was with the Raiders. We won that one.
Yeah. Yeah, usually we don't put up with the other team launching any offensive. They just don't until recently.
Yeah, see, all week long, Ronbo, it's just been driving me nuts. My mind's just been playing with me. I hear what you said about Pat McAfee with Montana saying he's just like him. I had noticed that a long time ago. That's why I've been saying Brock Montana. But, but we don't have a Ronnie Lott, though. That's
I know. To knock the bejesus out of people come running through here, talk about go catch the ball.
We got to get the team rattled, and I'm pretty sure that's what happened to the Lions that second half. They were dropping balls left and right.
Start hearing footsteps. We do have a mean man back there, though, because Dre Greenlaw can strike at any place. Dre, I think somebody in the front office is listening. Dre, you be and do you. We'll handle the fines. Don't worry about that, all right? But just don't allude toward us having encouraged you to do that. But just go out there and do you, Dre. Because Dre Greenlaw is just naturally vicious. So, you know.
It reminds me a lot of Willis.
Yeah.
But I think, who was the team that was saying about us is, we got to get, who cares if we get 15 yards, at least set the example to scare Purdy once, last him. Was it the Lions that said that, or was it the Packers?
Yeah, the Packers,
either way.
The Packers didn't talk much trash.
Yeah,
What they remember, they were a little respectful. They were just disrespectful on the field, pushing and shoving people and getting in their face. But the Lions did say a few things, especially C.J. Garner, man. And nobody knows where he is either now. Everybody's been sending him tweets. He ain't answering. He didn't even block people. Hey, C.J., where you at, man? I was looking at my milk carton the other day, and there you was. What's up, bruh? C.J. God, what a clown. But J.J. Man's going to get better, man. Because we got to start off fast. Just, because they got a good defense.
I'm not worried about our offense at all. We got weapons like crazy, but here's the bad thing is that we have weapons all over the defense, and yet they've been doing what they've been doing the last 2 games. I'm kind of like, I'm in awe. I'm shocked what's going on with Chase, Jamar Chase. I mean, I was ecstatic when we found out we got him.
Oh.
And Hargrave, too, but it's like, we got to find a way to cover that.
Have you heard any more about it? I think it might be real. Chase might not be starting.
Well, who's going to take him? Who's going to put in the spot? Farrell ain't ready yet.
He's hurt.
I mean, Randy Gregory?
I guess. Who else plays?
But I heard Amenahu's hurt for them, too.
Yeah, Amenahu's out. He's out.
I kind of feel bad because he was a Niner not more than like 10 minutes ago, but
yeah, I didn't want him leaving, but we couldn't. He got $10 million from the KC Chiefs, so I don't think the 49ers were ready to pay that. He was worth it.
Well, my new route is to Vegas, so every night, Giant, SF, KC. I'm working on something too, Ronbo, believe it or not. I'm trying to go to the game, to be honest.
JJ, our worry could be much to do about nothing. We need to realize they put on their pants the same way we do, one leg at a time. The only thing is the 49ers have been putting on their shoes first before they put on their pants, which is worrying me. Now, they got to get out there and keep in mind, listen, guys, be the 49ers. Don't be worried about these guys. I understand they're the Chiefs. They'll beat them up. You can do it.
I will be ecstatic. I'll be running across my entire neighborhood with a damn flag.
I know, right?
In my damn drawers, Ronbo. I don't care.
Say, yeah.
Oh, by the way, Big Show told me if we do win, he will jump in his brother's pool.
His brother's pool? With his clothes on?
Yeah, so.
Tell him guys, happy with his clothes on.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't want to see nothing like that.
Because the swimsuit doesn't matter.
He'll jump in with his Carlos Hyde jersey.
Yeah. Carlos, don't get me started on him. JJ, I'll tell you what, I'm going to see you Sunday. You and I, we're going to be fine. For those of us in our ilk worrying about, man, are we going to be able to do better than we did last week? That defense has got to show up. And come on, offense. We got to wait till the third quarter, late in third quarter, to start playing football. These are the things that go through my mind I don't want. So we'll see.
If you get that defense waking up, I think we got this. I got it. So faithful, the rest of the show, please give me all your positivity.
Yeah. I
want to feel good about this.
JJ and me, yeah, we both need that. We need consoling. All right, fam. JJ, I'll see you Sunday.
All right, bud. Answer your text.
Oh, yeah. Give me a minute. I will. I promise. I will, JJ.
We're going on 3 months now. All right, bud.
Yo, Serge.
Later,
all right.
Hey, I'm here, Ronbo.
Serge.
And so are the Niners.
Yeah, Serge, this is tonight, man. For those of us who are a little concerned for that positivity. You got some positivity? What do you think of the offense? Are we going to wait until the third quarter to get started? We're going to start playing football right from the first quarter. Boom! As soon as that first snap is on.
Ronbo.
Yeah.
Not only do these Chiefs be scoring 17 points a game, do you know that they got beat by the Raiders twice this year?
Wait. I knew about once. The Raiders beat them down twice.
No, they got beat twice.
Get the
twice.
bleep out
They
of
blew
here.
them out
Really?
too.
What?
Yeah.
JJ, you didn't know that either?
Why would we
I heard
worried
about one.
these guys?
I'll be go to
Twice.
hell. You know what? The Raiders, they run. Well, they finally got that run game uncorked. What's his name started out? He's one of the best running backs of the game. He started out the season slow because McDaniels and Jimmy, I guess, bothered him or something. I don't know. But anyway, they started off slow, and he wasn't playing. And then all of a sudden, he got caught on fire. Twice. Come on, man. Is that right? We could beat
one
that.
with Jimmy and one with the other quarterback with the porn stash. But man, I ain't worried about no cheese, man.
It's Mahomes.
I ain't
He
worried
just
about no
instills
cheese, man.
fear. You know?
That guy sounds like a South Park character with that voice, man.
You know?
I ain't worried about him.
Well, we've been forward to Super Bowls, so I don't know why people think that we're not going to continue to do so. I mean, the 49ers are a good ball club, but I mean, they don't measure up to us. Yeah. Hey, Patrick, you know what? Keep talking that way. I want you to push that narrative. Jesus.
And then after we beat him, he's gonna go and cry again on TV, man, just like he did last time when he played the Bills.
I know. I never seen him.
And he's just gonna cry and whine, man. I'm telling you.
That was strange.
But I don't know, man. I just don't get that they're still talking about not just about Brock, but the 49ers. Ever since last year, when we lost the championship game, they've been talking about us left and right, and they're still talking about us. Even though we're going to the Super Bowl, they're still talking. But whatever, man. We're here, and they're not. So,
All the
keep
the talk
talking.
shows. You know what's so funny? We have a representative pretty much in every sports talk show. You notice that? One. And then the rest are always throwing a little shade.
But you know,
those a little more shade.
You know what I feel? You know what I feel, Ronbo? I truly believe this, that the reason why they talk about the 49ers, not because they're haters, is because they're fans of other teams, and they don't want to see us in the Super Bowl. They don't want us to succeed because,
absolutely,
like Nick Wright, I don't know, he might be a Cowboys fan, but every time the Niners this, Niners that, he has nothing positive to say. Nothing.
And I mean,
so I truly believe that everything that you see, they're all fanboys of other teams, and that's why they talk about Brock Purdy.
And can't let that
He's not
bias go.
elite.
And they're unprofessional. They're supposed to be doing that show and represent the NFL, not their own personal teams. Shady McCoy. Shady McCoy's gotten better. I must give him credit. He has come down off that Eagles perch, and now he's talking football a little more often.
There are so many good players out there that are Hall of Famers and are being called elite, but they haven't won anything. Like Dan Marino, Barry Sanders. They call them elite. They call them elite players. They're Hall of Famers. Yes, they deserve to be a Hall of Fame. But are they really elite? Because they haven't won nothing. And they're talking about Brock Purdy not being elite, even though he's been to the championship twice in a row, and he's in the Super Bowl. Yeah. He had to play the part. He was our third string. Okay, he had to get past Jimmy. He had to get past Trey Lance. Yeah. He had to get past Tom Brady. So he won that.
Yeah, he kind of had to get past Brady.
Yeah,
but remember,
but he got the job.
Yeah, well, yeah, he did, and Kyle even said that he was the best quarterback he had when he first drafted him. But he just couldn't move him up like he wanted to, I guess. But I was shocked to hear that he recognized that Brock was that good right from the beginning. Funny.
Yeah, and Joe Montana was on the Pat show, and he was talking about Brock Purdy, and he said the similarities about him and Brock is because they both know and understand their position. Yeah. They're the mailman. Joe Montana called himself the mailman, and he called Brock Purdy the mailman because they have to deliver the ball to the right person that knows what to do with the ball.
Right.
When
Joe
they could
about
run,
that
they could catch.
Yes. My job was to get the ball into playmakers' hands.
So
there's nothing wrong with that.
So you don't have to be elite. You just have to understand the position and know where to deliver it.
Because, Serge, just like you're talking about, for those guys who are carrying their team, like Cam Newton is the best example of what is not a good idea. And you watch Josh Allen, and you watch Lamar. They're all sitting down. Why? Because they made themselves 1 against 11. That doesn't work. It doesn't work. That's what I'm saying. Cut it out with that. This team. Oh, shut up. Serge, we ran out of time.
Come on, man. Cam hasn't done nothing. He had one good season in his whole career.
And
Brock has been in the NFL for a season and a half, and he's been to 2 championship games, and he's in the Super Bowl. So Serge, how are you talking, bro? Like you're nothing.
Serge, we got to go though. Because I started too late. Let me see you Sunday, and let's get back into it. All right.
Oh yeah, I'm very, very excited. So if anybody's coming to Vegas, there's a lot of things going on, affordable, to go and enjoy the Super Bowl before the game. So
that's right. You're in Vegas. I forgot.
Come to Vegas, man. The rooms are expensive, that I could tell you, but everything else, man, it's gonna be it's fun. It's fun to come and enjoy it.
All right. I'll see you Sunday.
All right, guys, let's go, man. I'm excited. Chiefs ain't nothing.
We got this. All right. Mr. Blockeye says a gameplay is a must. Our roster is too damn good. It is. But they had no business struggling with the last 2 games, which is why I have this. God. Aaron. I mean, I got Pro Bowlers up and down the roster. Why in the hell did we have to struggle with Green Bay and Detroit like that? Aaron.
Ronbo.
Aaron, I'm now looking at the fact that George Kittle and Arik Armstead are struggling to get to practice. I don't know what that means. George kind of makes you feel like he'll make it. We're not hearing a word from Arik. And our offense, with the last two games starting off like, oh man, we're tired. Who are these people? Hey, Green Bay Packers, come on, man. Well, can we just get to the Super Bowl? No, you got to play this game, guys. Play this game. Do it. And we narrowly escape. We got lucky in both games, Aaron. That's why I'm not all as confident as I want to be. What are you thinking? Am I on the wrong track or what?
Yeah, first of all, Kittle and Armstead didn't practice, so I'm guessing they're trying to take an easy on them.
Heal up, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope so.
And yeah, and to me, I just think maybe they're kind of like the both Detroit and Green Bay lightly to me.
Detroit. Now you say Detroit and Green Bay are what?
No, I said to me, I think the 49ers took
them lightly.
Detroit and Green Bay lightly.
Wow, that's really unprofessional. I hope that's not what happened, though. They got to know better than that. If I'm in the playoffs, I need to be taken seriously. You know, even if it was the Carolina Panthers, if they're in the playoffs, I need to take them seriously. Yeah, because that's how you get beat. You got to bring intensity. You got to bring that fire. This is it. There's no tomorrow.
Yeah, that's true. And maybe I'm pretty sure they'll be fired up against Kansas City
the Super Bowl,
because they're
I do believe
because I do think they'll be fired up because Kansas City is the defending champs and
beat us before twice. Beat us up in the Super Bowl and beat us up. Regular season came in and just mopped the floor. Levi was just red with 49er blood. They just did a job on him and left laughing. Oh my God! They should be inspired, Aaron. They should be.
Yeah, and I know most of the veterans want to win this ring.
Oh, no doubt.
And
especially, God, Trent Williams. God, he'll knock a car over to get man.
But yeah, our offense needs to start fast though.
Damn right. Don't come out there like you did against Green Bay and
Detroit and Green Bay.
Oh God, don't do that.
Yeah, because if they do that again against Kansas City, I mean Mahomes will take that advantage of that.
And Casey has won how many playoff games in a row? On the first drive, they take it to the house. I don't know how it's in double digits how many times they've done that in the playoffs down through the years. I guess since Mahomes been there. But I'm saying, oh Jesus Christ! I watched them do that against this last week against the Ravens. I said, how many times? How many times in a row is that? Really? So you cannot underestimate the power of the Chiefs.
Yeah, and I mean, is it true that Chase Young is now starting?
It would seem. I don't know what Chase is doing or not doing, but yeah, Chase. I don't think he's going to start. But I don't know who we're going to start in place of him. I don't know.
But you know what, Ronbo? I really, truly believe this is our year to win number 6.
Yeah, it looks like it. Our life's going to change if that happens, you know. You know, all these a-holes that are in here, though, you guys ain't won a Super Bowl. Yeah, that's over. It's over. And you know what else we do? We become one of the few extreme elite teams in NFL history as far as the Pro Bowl goes. As far as the Super Bowl goes. They can't touch us. The 49ers do this, we'll be lonely in here. Those clowns have nothing to talk about. They can't clown us. They can't tease. All they can do is sit back and be inferior like they are, like they always have been. But they've been talking, oh, you guys ain't won a Super Bowl in 20. Oh, stuff it. Oh, I can't wait for that time.
Yeah, and if we win the Super Bowl, Rumble, man, those Rams fans gonna be sick.
I know. Especially Rudy might have to be hospitalized. He's been living on that slogan. You guys ain't won nothing in 25, 30 years. And blah, 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 blah. They won one trophy. It took them over 20 years to get it. And that mofo has the unmitigated audacity to talk about a length of time between Super Bowls. They got 2 in total in L.A. And one was in St. Louis. They got 1 in L.A. Why do I let them work me up like this? Aaron, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You got a few more seconds to say. What do you want? What else do you want to add?
Yeah, I mean, the Rams won a Super Bowl one time in LA, so LA is more about the Lakers than the Dodgers.
Yeah.
So
Ain't nobody cared about no Rams. Even LA people will tell you that. We gotta go. We gotta go, fam. I'll be back Sunday looking for you though, Aaron. Always looking for you. All right.
all right, Ronbo, give me a Niners shout out.
Mm-hmm. Niners! Aaron, see you Sunday, fam. We can continue talking 49er football.
All right, Ronbo, take care.
You too. Charles says if Avery Thomas and Debo play like mature and the refs allow the Chiefs O-line to hold our D-line, we will struggle to win this Super Bowl. There's a lot of variables, Charles. Thanks for that contribution. There's a lot of variables that could go against us. And, you know, the golden boy is on the Chiefs, and he's going to have a little bit of promotion behind him. I just know it in some way, fashion, or form. You got Tay-Tay up in the booth. You know, Travis. This is all kinds of reasons why there could be some. Let's see, baggage claim. Chiefs lost to Green Bay and Lions. I know. And the Raiders? What? Why can't we do it too? Oh, man, there's reasons to believe. There's no reason. Just a team. Time is up. A time is now. You can't see me. My time is now. 49er Brian, get in here.
Where is the big show? Has anybody seen the big show tonight, y'all?
Brian, I thought the big show yesterday. He's alive and well.
Does he even know where's the Super Bowl at all, y'all? I miss you, buddy. I miss you, Big Show. We're worried about you, baby.
That's why I'm giving you a report. He's alive and well and kicking. He'll be back. Big Show. You know what? Look for Big Show to make a grand entrance upon winning that Super Bowl. And if we don't, I got a feeling he won't say anything.
Does he know that Brock Purdy got us there? I wonder if he knows that.
I know you. He knows everything. You know, when people don't say anything, it doesn't mean they don't know. You know, they just don't want to say anything. See, that's why I'm saying about the Rams fans that like to hang out in here and bother us. Watch how quiet it gets in here should we win that Super Bowl. Those ass clowns, man, they won't be able to say a word, and they got not a pot They've got nothing. They can't let a leg to stand on. Oh God!
Exactly.
Woo!
Okay, I'll quit picking on Big Show. He's part of the family, so.
Nice.
Hey, Ronbo, you need to kick out MG out of the chat because he needs to go look for his butt buddy Texas boy. I'm worried about Texas boy too.
I see his comments. You know what? All those clowns are in deep trouble. And what kills me is they're playing with fire because they're going to make a butt of themselves as they have been for months and years and whatever. And then what if the 49ers win? They don't. I'd worry if I were them. And they're not.
Yeah.
They're still talking.
Yeah. You're right. They all need to be hospitalized. You're totally right.
I would never put myself in that kind of jeopardy.
Yeah. So, Ronbo, what are we doing this Sunday? I'm bored.
You know, right? Because I'm not in the All-Star. Flag football is not my thing. We could laugh and clown the people from other teams that are over there.
Well, it could be worse. We could be like Rams and Seattle fans and all the other chumps that have been sitting on their thumbs for weeks.
Right. Cowboys run around talking trash about the 49ers. That's all they got to do, Brian. That's all they got to do. Jesus.
That's all they got. Hey, so honestly, what I wanted to talk about is how have you ever noticed we play like the teams like the Eagles and the Cowboys and, you know, the more I hate to say it, but they're more prestigious, more popular teams, right?
And respectful, right?
We seem to play them with, I don't know, more of a tenacity of wanting to whoop their ass, which we always do.
Fired up.
And then we take these other teams that, you know, like I hate to say it, like the Green Bay Packers, the Lions, the Rams, a little less struggle, not as serious, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and struggle. Now you bring on the Chiefs. Okay, we have wanted the Chiefs for how long, Ronbo?
A long time. Ever since last year, for sure.
And I know for a fact this is the number one team these 49ers want to beat the pulp out of to prove themselves that they deserve what is coming to them.
Ooh,
that's my point.
I mean, can you imagine Kittle, Debo, some of those guys that played last
Kittle,
time?
Debo, Fred Warner, Dre Greenlaw, they're all Armstead. Armstead's going to play. Give me a break. He's not going to sit out this
I guess he just wants to make sure that foot doesn't get damaged in any way between now and next weekend. I hope.
No. Them not having McKinnon and losing Amenahue is huge. Huge.
Wait. Derek McKinnon is gone, isn't he? Where's Derek? Where is he?
Yes, he is.
Where's the Jet now?
He's injured. He's got a groin issue that's been lingering for weeks.
Always worry. You can always guarantee McKinnon's going to get hurt. Okay.
Yeah. So
I want to beat him straight up, though. You know, unfortunately, that's not going to happen.
Kelsey's going to get his. He always does, right?
Yep.
But we keep them out of the end zone. Let them get their field goals. Keep Pacheco under 100 yards. This game is ours.
You know?
I think.
Because Andy Reid's going to send Pacheco after us from jump. As soon as that game starts, look for Pacheco to start blitzing, jamming around. And I hope the 49ers take him seriously.
Right?
Please, Niners.
And you don't think Mr. Shanahan wants to see his baby boy beat Andy Reid? Are you kidding me?
I know. Shanahan's had enough of Andy Reid.
Oh, he's got him on his list. Number one, as all these 49ers do.
Also, that Browns coach as well. That's got to be the number 2 guy. He's had his way with Shanahan for far too long, too.
Oh, yeah. They are a thorn in their side, and they're sick of it. So, I think it's going to be a good game, but I think we're going to pull it out. So I'm not worried.
And maybe in grand fashion, like you said, for some of the reasons you pointed out earlier, when you said the 49ers don't seem to get up like they should for lesser teams, but the big-time teams, they come in guns a-blazing. Maybe that's what they're going to do this weekend.
And they know the Chiefs are a big team, like one of the biggest team in the league in the AFC by far. Yeah. And the one we'll play. They don't want to lose to these guys again. You know. So, I want to see a bunch of Swifties crying. I want to see Andy Reid getting mad. I want to see little Kermit the Frog crying every play, and I want to see Kelsey throwing his. I want to see Kelsey throwing his helmet everywhere. That's what I want.
Think about that. We're America's new team. Brian, I gotta go, fam. I'll see you Sunday, and we'll find something to talk about.
All right. All right. Love you all. Love the fam. You all have a good night. We're gonna get this.
Gotta. 949 Brian. You see him in the chat? He's 49 Brian. Matty Erber X Overland. Matty up in Bend, Oregon. In here, man.
Yeah, buddy. Got that Quest for 6 coming, bro.
Oh man, I'm already looking forward to Quest for 7. You know, we get 7, Matty, and we will be. We need a back-to-back situation here. I know they're going to be tired after this year.
Beautiful.
But they got to get fired up. I need to bury the rest of the competition. Matty, can you imagine a life without Rams, Cowboys, Hawks fans running around in here talking trash and being disrespectful? And we have to go find them, and I will, man. I swear to God, I will be as silly as they are, and I will spend my time going around trolling their pages. Just hey, I'm a 49er fan, guys. Hey, I've been blocked already. Hey, victory!
Oh, buddy, it's gonna be a beautiful thing. Yeah, I have a feeling we're gonna get this thing done. We're gonna take it to old Dad Bod Mahomes. Get that ass whooping.
I want to see frustration in his eyes out there too. He rarely looks like that unless the referees are working him like they did this past year.
Oh yeah.
I never seen him come undone like that. That was weird.
Oh.
Wow, he was pissed.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, he throws a fit.
God, I didn't know he had.
Big old baby.
God, they had to hold him back? Wow, what were you going to do, Patrick? You going to punch the ref?
Yeah, what are you going to do, tough guy?
No, Jesus. Oh, he was raging. So we got to beat him.
Oh, man.
We got to beat him. I want to see him pissed off again.
We got to beat him. Have you checked on any ticket prices?
No, what does that look like? I've heard legendary prices. What, $1,000 for a nosebleed seat?
I think even more than that
now. You know, you could get a front row seat in an NBA game for $1,000. Well, not
Seriously?
Exactly front row, but at least midway through.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Golly, man. Isn't that crazy?
No, I'm not surprised. It's in Las Vegas. There's a lot of things being paid. They got to pay extortion money to the mob. They got to pay, they got to do a lot of things, so.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, it'd be nice to go. Technically, I could afford to go, but the money is just like, why spend that kind of money? I'll just sit on my own couch.
Yeah, actually, Jed, too bad, because Jed's got to have affiliations with a certain group of people. He's going to fly the whole organization into Vegas, and imagine that. If we could hook up with Jed, you could fly with him.
Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah, I'll just sneak in the baggage area.
Because his Uncle Eddie's still got some ties.
Oh yeah. Yeah, probably quite a few.
Yeah.
No, it's beautiful.
They got it.
We got to tie up a few things.
Yeah.
Got to tie up a few things on defense.
Yeah.
So I think there's some focus there.
Yeah, come on, Niners, you can stop that run. I don't see Pacheco running like he's just running free in a meadow. Come on.
No, and we need to continue to run the whole game. We need to be all gas, no brake.
Yeah, because their weakness is the run game too. Now, and without if they're going to lose a good player in their line, we should be able to run even a little easier. So
Yeah. Yeah.
We get Chris McCaffrey.
Think it's our year, buddy. Think we're going to be celebrating. I told myself.
I think you're right.
I told myself years ago that the next time we win a Super Bowl, I'm gonna buy myself one of those fancy gold jackets.
Yeah, and you should. I'm telling you right now, treat yourself, because
I've been waiting for years.
And the 49ers,
It'd be nice.
Can act. We're probably going to go through a down year if they win it this year, though. That 49ers are going to kick back and relax in, take a year off and come back in. Maybe not like the Rams. We're not going 5-12. Hell, that'll never happen. But they may be a little less. I ain't going to be mad, though. Niners, go ahead and take this year off, man. Just do a 10-7 and I'll be happy.
No, we'll make the playoffs. I don't envision a year. I don't envision a year anytime soon that we don't make at least the playoffs.
Yeah, just too much talent, right? And Brock Purdy leads that team in a way. Yeah.
Well, and imagine the talent we're going to bring. I mean, imagine what we're going to draft and what we're going to bring and pick up. I mean, we grow, and I mean, look, we've got Christian McCaffrey now.
I know, right? That in itself
Who would have thought?
I mean, there is the X factor. I mean, Brock does a great job out there, George, Debo, but Christian McCaffrey plays like somebody who's lost his mind. I love it. McCaffrey's just,
you can see it in his eyes. You can see the crazy in his eyes.
Got 4 or 5 guys, God, McCaffrey's still fighting. I said, look at that. That's a warrior born.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Well,
it's like a masterpiece.
Let me see you Sunday as we get to count down.
Sunday?
From then, we got 6 days before we got to get into it. Yeah, I'll see you Sunday.
Oh, man. I can't wait, bro. I'll catch you Sunday.
Looking forward to it. All right, Matty.
All right, buddy.
Night, bud.
Have a good night, bro.
You too.
You too. All right, buddy.
Oh, man. Man, I'm gonna be a basket case next week. I just know it. I'm trying to stay calm. But one thing I can always rely upon, if it's not Phil to chill me out, it's Papa Dragon. The show don't call. Man, somebody told Big Show to call show don't call, because you'll make me feel even more. Wait till next Wednesday after next. Okay.
Chill out, Ronbo. Chill out, Ronbo. Ronbo, just chill out. You'll be all right.
I'll bet you it's deep breathing. I'm okay. I got this.
Exactly. Woosah, Ronbo. Woosah.
Well, I'm not angry. I'm just scared. Woosah's when you're angry. I do that.
When you're angry?
I do that with Rams
What do you do when
fans.
you're scared? I don't know what to do.
Well, you just breathe deep and meditate. Just close your eyes and think about putting yourself in a good place.
Look, the 49ers have a path to victory. The first thing they got to start doing is really, they do this whole thing where they want to defer the ball. Okay, that's the wrong approach. The best way to beat Pat Mahomes is keep him on the sidelines.
Yeah.
That's the best way to beat him.
Yes.
He is, keep him I've always said that the best coach and the best quarterback typically wins. And if that's the case, then we need to do everything we can to take Patrick Mahomes out of the game. Right. You got 2 deep safeties that are pretty good. Yeah. We don't have Talanoa, but we got 2 guys that are pretty good. Mm-hmm. Right? So we have a man coverage guy that can match up with Rice. Mm-hmm. Right? Okay. We got a decent guy playing nickel. Yeah. Right?
Demo.
So what we have to do right now is stay out of the deep 9. We have to make sure that when Mahomes gets the ball, that he has to go down the field, play by play, pass by pass, 6-7 yards at a time. Keep him on long drives, and then we have to execute long drives. Yep. You just minimize if they can do that, and it's not. I don't understand why it's so hard. It's just football logic, in my opinion. It's football logic. Yeah. McKivitz hasn't given up a sack the entire playoffs.
Hey,
that's encouraging.
I had not noticed that. Is that
that's
right?
encouraging? That is encouraging.
But you know what? So he's had George over there. When I seen George take what's his name from Detroit, George took him down and Hutchinson and buried him. I said, "What is that, George? That is George."
Oh, George is no joke, man. George is a flat out dog. We already know that.
Ooh, damn.
We already know that.
Yes.
Kansas City, Kansas City, some pieces. But I've always told people, I've always felt that the 49ers should really be considered underdogs just about every game they play, just because of the inexperience of quarterback and inexperience of kicker. However,
oh God.
However, Brock Purdy punches above his weight class. Yes. Brock Purdy plays older than what he actually is. You know, if there's anything that can derail anything right now, is my opinion is Jed York running his mouth. That's like the kind of stuff he's talking about there is the kind of stuff that you want to keep under wraps, because guess what? I told people this a long time ago, and shout out to Big Show, who also agrees. The minute that Kyle Shanahan's not in love with Brock, he's on to the next thing. And it was quite obvious he wasn't in love with Trey Lance no more. And he's telling people that the number 3 guy is the best I have.
So, Chad, that's true. You're right. That did not need to be shared.
We don't need to share that. We don't need to share that. You know what I mean? We just don't need to share that. He's trying to give himself credit. And then that's where this ownership has always failed, because they want to get credit for how they do business, whether they call the 49ers a lemonade stand or whatever they want to call it, right? So moving forward, Jed York, shut your mouth.
You know, I just realized, I bet you John and Kyle were just gritting their teeth as Jed was whipping that stuff out too, as now that you mention it.
Yeah. You bring an extra offensive lineman in and you just run the ball. Remember, the Chiefs give up 4.4 yards per carry through the season. So they are at their weakest point against the run. Their strength is passing against them.
Yeah,
we don't want to be passing.
Lamar didn't stop. Why they didn't keep running? What's that running back with the Ravens? He was tearing them up on every run.
Lamar should have had 10 called runs that game. You're trying to win, right?
Yeah, and that dude that was running the ball against the Chiefs was doing a good job.
What was the 49ers doing when the pass wasn't working, or people weren't getting open quick enough? You know, Purdy took off. So they're going to have to control the ball, control the clock. They got to run the ball. They got to take the ball first. They got to stop waiting for other teams to set the tone of the game.
Please. Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? These teams set the tone. Both of them did, because they know what Shanahan's going to do, because Shanahan's got a big-ass mouth. I want the ball so I can lap him. Really? Shut up.
He sounded just like him.
No. You know what I'm saying? Now they know.
Now they're going to set up for that. That box is going to have 11 people in it.
Mahomes is my favorite quarterback, because to me, he's like, it's like watching, some of the greats, right? If you watch like Barry Sanders, one of the great guys you want to see play, or Brett Favre, you want to see him play. You want to see Patrick Mahomes play because he does some incredible stuff out there. And with the dad bod,
I know, right? So, what is up with that? It's getting worse too, but he could still run.
It don't matter, dude. The dude is really trained up. He's been taking care of them kids. I get it.
I seen him working out though. He's not wimping out in the gym. They showed him working out.
He ain't no freeze or anything like that.
Yeah, he just got that.
So the 49ers, they have an enormous opportunity here if they utilize the tools that they have. They got the best fullback in the game. They got the best tight end in the game. He's a great blocker.
Oh,
you could run extra offensive linemen on the field. You could put Kittle at flanker and motion him in to tight end, run the ball. You could put Kittle in the background, run behind. He's got to mix up how he wants to run, but he needs to do one of those crazy Shanahan run things. And for God's sakes, Kyle, don't stop running Debo. Don't forget about Debo.
I didn't really say you got 2 more guys that fit that same description of OW.
Right?
So, yes,
right. So they have all the tools to win this game. Now, will they utilize those tools? As I've always said about this team, this is Kyle's show. This is what Kyle wanted. He's got what he wants. He's got the team that he needs. Kyle's got to be his best version of himself. He can't lose the game in the fourth quarter.
Amen.
Period.
Damn, we got to stop. But listen, all good stuff. I feel better. You made such good points that I'm starting to feel relieved.
You should feel relieved. This team has every piece to beat them.
It's all about
every piece to beat this team.
Yeah.
The Chiefs just got Mahomes. Who else they got besides Mahomes and Kelsey?
That's it, really.
Best middle linebackers in the league.
And they got Tony, which is a liability. Exactly.
I'm just saying. Just saying, Ronbo.
I know. I'm taking it.
You'll be all right. We should be okay. We should be okay. But like I said before, the only thing that scares me is Coach Reed has 2 weeks. Kyle has 2 weeks, but he doesn't seem like he puts the right stuff in. And I don't like Jed mouthing off. And then I don't like that either.
Bob, production gonna throw us both off. And then we're done.
I'm sorry, production.
I'll see you Sunday. Right,
My bad, production. I get carried away.
Night, Phil.
All right, man. Shout out to production. Shout out to the Empire. Let's go.
Bob's got he nailed everything too. Hey, yo, Matt.
Yo, Ronbo, what's up?
Matt, I won't be. I'm trying to think of when I'm gonna feel good again. We got days to go before I can actually relax. Days, Matt. Days, fam. We got.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. We're 7 days away. I have 6 days to think about this. So
It's a long week.
8,
Long
9.
week.
Oh my God, we got a long time to go through this. And then game time, Matt. Can you imagine sitting there saying, "Oh hell no, ref! What the bleep are you talking about? You gonna just take this game away from us?" I always get tired. Whoo, man! I just know, Matt.
I'm gonna tell you one. I'm gonna tell you one thing that scares me, Ronbo, and Bosa said it. He said it in his press conferences. That he said about the Chiefs. He said about their offensive line. They hold a lot. He knows.
I know.
He's
I'm
sending
glad
a
he said
message
it
out.
too.
He's sending a message out to Vinovich about he needs to start throwing that flag.
Please.
I mean, if they get away with holding, that really scares me. Because if Mahomes gets outside that pocket, I'm gonna be scared.
Oh
But
yes, indeed. And that's what we're trying
keep
to
him
do.
in that pocket.
You choking Nick down to the ground. And Matt, I was watching that. I'm talking dudes had arm locks on the man's neck, dragging him down to the ground. I said, if the ref can't see that, then what is he looking at exactly? Where is he looking? God.
Yeah, exactly. The one thing I did, I went back and I call them the Queefs, by the way. I don't call them the Chiefs. I call them the Queefs. The Queefs, I went back and Detroit beat them week 1. I know Kelsey and Chris Jones didn't play, but the Packers beat them and the Eagles beat them. So I understand each game's different, but those 3 teams, other than the Eagles, we mollywopped them. But the Lions and Packers, we had to come back on them. But they could handle the Chiefs. I just think we match up better with the Queefs than we do with the Ravens. So that's why I think.
Hey, Matty, you mentioned those 2 teams. You know what's really funny? Because all those teams have great run games, outstanding run games, right?
Yep, run the ball and play action, Ronbo. It's not rocket science. I just hope Kyle. Just don't. Like I said, he just needs. Don't get too cute now, Kyle. Like the last caller just said, you got to involve Debo. Obviously, CMC. You got to keep those 2 involved all the time because they got to pick their poison, Ronbo. Everybody thinks, Christian's going to get the ball. Nope. You got Debo. We got way too many weapons.
And get
you got to roll Brock out.
Kittle.
Roll Brock out. He's better on the run.
Damn right.
And I got a shout out to Steven Ruiz. I don't know if you know that guy.
Yo, everybody knows who he is. He's going to retire if we win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he better. I hope he comes. I hope he's a man of his word because in about a week from Sunday, he's about to not be covering the NFL. He's going to be covering golf or something because NFL ain't going to want nothing to do with him. So I got a shout out to that guy. But yes,
I can't wait to tweet him.
Every Niners fan and their mama's gonna be after that guy.
Steven, you still
I do have some good. I got some good vibes for you, Ronbo.
All right, please. I need it.
Yes, I'm all about that positivity. Like I said, I've been saying it all year. We're a team of destiny, and they said the 5 times that we've won in the Super Bowl, Ronbo, the team that we played in the NFC Championship had a shade of blue. We beat the Cowgirls twice, we beat the Bears twice, and we beat the sorry-ass Lambs once, and then now you got the Lions. The 2 Super Bowl losses we had were to the Falcons and the Cheeseheads. Those were our only 2 times that we lost in the Super Bowl, so that's a good sign right there. And also, we lost to the Queefs 4 years ago and 9 days to the date of the game. So hopefully that's another good omen right there. So 4 years and 9 days. I'm I'm really ready to stick it to these guys. I mean, Mahomes knows that we want revenge. He knows that knows what we're coming off. I mean, and Chase Young, please show up. Please don't. None of this lackadaisical stuff, dude.
Right?
You're playing for a contract. Will you come on, dude? I mean, that was so embarrassing, Ronbo. And I know Fred was embarrassed. I mean, that whole defense. I mean, you got to look in the mirror, dude. I think it comes down to our defense. I agree with the other caller that says our offense is going to get theirs.
They'll be fine.
Our defense has got to step it up. I mean, we stopped the run and we stopped Kelsey. We're good. It's all gravy from there.
Right. But, there's no force that's going to be able to stop McCaffrey. I look at McCaffrey as no matter what the rest of the guys are doing, they're not going to stop McCaffrey. You remember last year, we don't have a quarterback. Who scored 1 touchdown? That man, Mrs. McCaffrey's baby boy. He will not be denied. If they give him the ball at the right time, the right spots, oh, man, there's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do. Oh. Now I got Debo coming around the other end. I got Debo coming around the other end. I got George. I'm putting him out in the flat. They're going to find places if they get the ball in the playmaker's hand like Joe said when he was talking to McCaffrey, what's his name, McAfee. That's all you got to do. Forget about Cam Newtons of the world. Talk about, he ain't got a quarterback can carry the team on his back. He don't need to carry the team on his back. He needs to get the ball to the playmakers and let them win. God, what an idiot.
Amen. I mean, that's what a quarterback does. His responsibility, like the color caller said, he's the mailman. Joe threw the ball to Jerry and John and Brent Jones and Roger Craig. That's what Brock's doing with Debo, Kittle, Ayuk, and C-Mac. I mean, you can't hate on a dude. He's got one responsibility: get the ball to an open man.
Damn
and
right.
It's a timing. It's all about timing. You got to have an IQ.
Damn right.
Brock's not the most athletic, but he has an IQ smarter than anybody else. He knows when to get rid of it, and he knows when to run when he has to, and that's another thing, Rombo.
I was going to say to you, Matt, his athleticism may be a little underrated.
Those scrambles. If he can scramble like he did against the Lions, whoo, that's big. I mean, the only thing that scares me, though, Rombo, he needs to slide because I don't need him taking a big hit. I mean, dude, I appreciate the toughness, but I mean, sometimes you gotta be smart and make a business decision. You gotta slide, but I love the mentality that he plays with.
Gotta stay on the field.
But yeah, I'm confident, Rombo. I think revenge. It's revenge time. So yes, redemption. Bang bang Niner gang. This is our year, Rombo. I love your show.
Thanks,
I will call you back Sunday.
Can't wait.
You faithful, have a good night.
You too.
Take care.
All right, fam. All right, Matt. Oh, I love these conversations, man. Fam, I don't know what I'd do without this. I tell you right now, I'd probably be in the middle of the street standing on my head, hoping a car hits me so I don't have to know about what happens next week. Hey, Steven.
What's up, Ronbo?
Steven, you know, as the time, I was okay a few days ago. After the game, we got through winning, and we made it to this far. I was still in celebration mode. But now the reality's starting to set in that as the days go by, we're heading towards Sunday. Steven, the offense can't wait till the fourth quarter to start playing. Okay.
No, so Niners can't do exactly what they did to the Lions or the Green Bay Packers. It's not going to happen. We're not going to get that luxury because Andy Reid is a great head coach.
Yes,
he's one of possibly the greatest head coaches to ever touch that Chiefs franchise. He knows how to play. He's been consistent. He's one of the few coaches outside of Belichick that has been well consistent in his time there. I mean, how many Super Bowl appearances? 4 now?
With just the Chiefs. Yes, right, because he didn't do it with the Eagles, right? He was always known as that guy that got there but couldn't get to finish. Now you can't stop him from finishing. Well, a couple of times, but still. Yeah. Andy.
So as of right now, Ronbo, am I concerned? Just a little. Not a lot as a lot of people think that should be. You know, I mean, like I said before, and I'll say it again. I have a feeling we're going to win. This is our year. We're going to take it all or nothing. We're going to play balls to the wall. If we got to play against the refs, then we got to play against the refs. But as of right now, as it stands, which I can already say, we're probably going to throw Greenlaw on top of Kelsey and have Tyshawn as spy. I think we'll be okay. Because if we just limit Pacheco if we limit the Chiefs to just Patrick Mahomes running, or if we have to limit it to just Pacheco, I think we'll be okay.
That's a lot to cover.
Because
yeah,
you know what? He may be great.
You're right. I like your idea, but you know what? I'm not. If you could just stop Kelsey, if you can stop that connection between Patrick and Kelsey, now he's got to throw to guys that are suspect and may drop the ball. Now they've been catching the ball recently, but I don't know if that could continue. You know, their nerves have got to be shot coming into
check
this
this out.
Sunday.
You got to deal. I mean, the only person we got to deal with is Marquez Valdez-Scantling. That's it.
And he just recently started doing that. Valdez-Scantling was a mess early in the season. He's come around. But Rasheed, what's his name? Rasheed what?
Rasheed Rice?
Yeah, that's the dude. That rookie is not, he's got no fear. He catches the ball,
We put Debo on him.
Whew, man.
We'll just put Debo on him.
On Rasheed? Did you say Demo?
You put,
if he runs out of the slot. We'll see.
So if you play
turn over Tony.
Don't play man coverage on Kelsey, because if you play man coverage on Kelsey, we're gonna lose.
Yeah.
You got to play zone. That's the only way you can beat Kelsey is play zone. Rasheed Rice, you can get away with playing man coverage a little bit more, but if you limit Mahomes to just passing to Rasheed Rice or Marcus Valdez-Scantling, it's not going to be a fun game for them.
I know.
It's not. So I'm pretty sure we're going to win pretty convincingly, because this isn't the same Chiefs offense that we've seen in Super Bowl 2019.
Not even last year.
Yeah. That was a very scary offense. You know, they had Tyreek Hill, who they thought they would never need, and now they need him more than ever. Because they thought all their eggs in the basket was there's Tony.
What's that running back? Eclair, something Eclair. You know, you're right. Pacheco's good though.
He was good, but he does a lot of unnecessary movements that slows his roll.
Pacheco does do a boogie. He's like Michael Jackson running through the hole, though. I mean, I've seen more dance moves. I've seen Pacheco, man.
Ronbo,
but he gets it done, though.
I've seen those twitchy-ass movements from a crackhead on the street. You ever go driving one day, you see one of those crackheads trying to play chicken with a car?
I know, right? And then he's all over your windshield. And you oh man, dude, you know what? Back up off me, man. Here, you throw some money, roll the window back up so you can get out of here. Yeah, I know.
But you know what, Ronbo? The Niners really need a serious wake-up call. And I was talking to a couple of people today. You know, it seemed like the thought of them playing with their food and overlooking the teams as they thought they were really kind of sets in almost a reality. You know, and the reason why I say we're going to win too, like pretty convincing, is because I don't think any team has ever decided to just wake up in the second half and like come back and win 30 points.
with deficits like that in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's huge. Not once, but twice back to back. Like if there's ever a time for the 49ers to burn everybody into the ground, now is that time. Leave it all out.
Mm-hmm.
Leave it all out. We'll worry about it next season in the beginning. We'll be okay if we. I mean, really. And another thing too is not a lot of teams expect Brock Purdy to run. The fact that he's quick is what scares a lot of teams, because it's like, if he runs, we're in trouble.
Especially
he could take a hit.
Yeah. Have you noticed that? That's why I said, you know what? You know how much I loved Jimmy G. This dude does not get hurt. I mean, man, Brock does not. He takes some tremendous hits. Still getting up. You go, Brock. You got my endorsement.
Like I said, I think we'll be okay, Ronbo. We're going to be okay. They don't have their star middle linebacker, which is Charles Omenu, who used to be with us. You know, it's sad. You know, unfortunate that we let him walk.
Well,
but
he got paid $10 million. We couldn't pay him.
I mean, it is what it is. Him, Aziz, and Dre Greenlaw and Fred Warner were probably the best linebacker core that 49ers team will ever see since Patrick Willis and Bowman.
Wait a minute. Rome has something. What was Rome? Rome knows we're gonna win this game. Hey, if Chase doesn't play on that other end, who's gonna play that spot?
Probably Kalia Davis. Hey, possibly Kalia Davis.
Maybe.
But you know what, Rumble? I have a good feeling. I have a good feeling that Chase is probably going to do something.
And he's probably going to play. They're just
either
talking.
all or nothing for this kid.
Steven, we got to go. Let me. Hey, Rome! He's gonna be full conversation soon. I can't wait.
I know. He's watching
Steven,
Rocky right now.
Oh yeah, and Creed died. Anyway.
Yeah, I know, man. That broke my heart. I was like, man, that was the one reason why I started working out.
Loved it. All right, fam. I'll see you Sunday. And Miss Steve as well. Y'all have a great night. Night, Rome. Night, fam. Nigel.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
Nigel, we're up, and now it's time to put up or shut up. And no more Packer-Lions games, Niners. This is it. Man.
Yep. Yeah, I was hearing you talk with someone else. I forgot who it was exactly, but about how the 49ers kind of get up for these big games.
Yeah.
And
assume they look at it as big teams.
Unfortunately, that didn't happen against the Ravens on Christmas Day, but they do seem to play. Yeah, we kind of got whooped on that day. But I mean, I think for the most part, though, over the last couple of seasons or so, I mean, even actually, I mean, since Shanahan has been here, for the most part, when they're in these kind of grudge matches, they usually get the better of teams. Now, at the highest levels, obviously, we haven't, but for the, at least in the regular season and stuff like that, they just seem to get up for the bigger games. But yeah, you do have a little bit of reservations on that defensive side of the ball, just based on kind of what's happened. They got blown out of the water the first half against the Lions, but they gained their bearings and obviously came back. But as I talked to you before, I said it, and I still believe that, and I think it's pretty obvious. They're going to have to play 60 minutes of really good football and consistent, because Patrick Mahomes I don't think his offense is as good as it has been in the past.
Oh, no doubt.
But just based on, and you've been speaking about it with other people all night long, but we know why exactly. He has Kelsey and not really a whole lot more after that. But he has a great defense now. Yeah. But they have a great defense, and if you give Patrick Mahomes an opportunity, he's probably going to take it and do something with it, even with that talent that he doesn't have. So our defense needs to come in right off the bat and hopefully, at least try to slow him down in some aspects and not completely break down. But if they do that, I don't think really our offense is going to struggle against their defense. They have great defensive backs, but I think we match up real well with them everywhere. We've got all pros all over the field, and Brock Purdy's playing great. Christian McCaffrey is. So.
Oh yeah, we got way more. My only problem is, can they not make mistakes? If you turn the ball over, like the Ravens had no business, and the Buffalo Bills had no business losing, but you turn the ball over, yes, then they'll get you, and they did.
Yeah. Yep, that's it. And I expect a heavy dose of CMC this game because, man, I just feel like if you give the ball to him, mostly it's going to be good. It's going to be good. And it's so funny that Jed York was kind of talking and saying, airing out. I wouldn't say like a lot of like crazy laundry, but some laundry.
Out there. Yeah.
Yeah, and he talked about how he did, and he was talking about how him and John Lynch had to basically, fight with Kyle about trading a bunch of picks. I mean, almost a whole draft for CMC, and I could kind of think that would be the truth just based on how Kyle actually treated CMC when he first got here. He got here on a Friday, Ronbo, and played against, ironically, the Chiefs on that following Sunday.
Yep, I know.
right? So he hit the ground running.
Yeah, literally.
And I was getting upset at times because I was like, is he overdoing this? Because he would be like, just run. You would think he'd be ragged after the games as far as CMC goes, because Kyle was just using him. And he even had that game against the Rams last year where he had 3 touchdowns 3 different ways.
Yeah.
So,
I loved it.
I mean, he was doing it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think what we're seeing with Christian McCaffrey is his peak, man. I think he's at his best right now, and I feel like as good as Brock is, and I trust him because he's proven, obviously, to me anyway, this season in the last 2 games, especially that he can ball out when it's needed.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that our offensive line can get some push. We get the ball to CMC. He goes out there and we can control that clock and keep Mahomes on the sideline.
Yep.
And not really give them a chance to beat us.
Time of possession. Move the chains.
Move
the chains. Get it in. Jake, sit down, Jake. We're going for TD. Don't worry about it. Get the extra point. God.
Hey, real quick, Ronbo, I had one thing that I saw on Facebook, and I don't know if anybody else maybe had seen it or not, but I wanted to it's some funny correlations. I don't believe in this stuff really too much, but it was just kind of funny. So Brock Purdy has 10 letters in his first and last name. The other 2 quarterbacks for the 49ers, Joe Montana, Steve Young, also have 10 letters in their name. Brock Purdy is the number 13, right?
Yeah.
So the 49ers, if you take the 4 and the 9 and you add them together, that's 13.
Yeah, that's true.
The Super Bowl is Super Bowl 58. If you take the 5 and the 8 together, they're 13.
Ah!
And the date is 2/11.
Yeah.
And if you add 11 and 2, it's 13.
Shut up. I love that stuff.
Isn't that funny?
It is funny. It sounds like one of those things.
So.
All right, fam, good stuff. I'm going to see you Sunday. Come on, and give me another one of those Sunday, will you? I love it.
All right, man. Thanks for taking my call. You have a good night and a good
Nigel.
weekend. I'll definitely be hollering at you on Sunday, man.
Too. Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
All right. Night, fam. And Scapelli's Appliances, Isaiah said he needs a Niners shout-out in Shanny's number. He's screwing up some secret plays. We all got to fix Shanny's number. Can you imagine us trolling Shanny on his phone? See Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan? Who is this? It doesn't matter who it is, Kyle. Just listen. Hey, don't run for that doorway. I've got your wife and child locked up in the closet, and I'm not letting them out until you hear me out. Oh, it'd be so much fun. Fam, and Isaiah! What's going on, Isaiah? What's up? You ready for the shout out? And Isaiah, I want you to practice this each and every morning before Dad wakes up. Go in the bedroom and go, Niners! Just like that, okay? And get back to me. Skip Billy! Thanks for the contribution, fam. Hey, Charles.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Charles, man, I'm gonna sit back here tripping because, I figure I'm gonna get worse between now and next Sunday. But it's really
yeah, I know.
It's working in my mind that, we all want to get here, but we don't want to go through all this. After the things that have taken place in this playoffs, we wrestling to get past Green Bay and Detroit. People talking all crazy about us, and some of it I'm believing. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying not to, but Charles, what do you think about the offense gonna get started early next week, or what? Charles.
Hey.
Oh, there you are. Yeah, I lost you for a second.
Charles. Yeah, I think we should do like the players do, and just enjoy the moment. I mean.
Well, yeah.
Just enjoy being on top of the world. Just enjoy being in the moment, man. It's great to be able to be in the Super Bowl.
Smell the roses. I agree.
Brag on you know, wear your hat everywhere, and everybody respects you.
Yeah.
I
No
mean,
one gets mad.
that's yeah, it's great, man. So just enjoy, your team being in the
Yeah,
Super Bowl. Man.
that's true. Charles got a great point. Don't worry about next week. When that comes, okay. But in the meantime, walk around. Walk with a
Yeah,
with a swag. Show your
look at,
swag. That's it. Yeah. I
but
like that, Charles.
look at everything that I mean, look at everything we've been through. I mean, we went through Jimmy G playing bad. We went through, the whole fiasco pertaining to Trey Lance and him getting traded to Dallas, and I mean everything that we went through
Don't
this
forget the
year and
injuries. Mhm.
in the past. My God, I mean it's great to be able to just come here and just enjoy being in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Can't be too greedy. That comes from being greedy. See, because we want it all, because it's there.
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
with me, Charles, I run a lot of smack with a lot of people, right? And they run it back at me. So see, I want to have
Oh yeah.
smack
Oh
privilege.
yeah.
When they come after me, look, man, y'all come on in here with that weak stuff. I got news for you, in case you didn't know. And see that hat? That's 6-2, baby. Ain't nobody got no record like me, except for the Steelers. And everybody else, and even the Patriots. Patriots done lost more than 2 games, Charles. Do you know the Steelers and the 49ers will be the greatest Super Bowl teams of all time?
Yeah. But the Chiefs, they're not playing the Ravens. The Ravens, they have
Yeah, they
Lamar
don't.
Jackson. Lamar Jackson just gave the game away. I mean, I
Him,
was watching the game.
him and Flowers.
He was acting like he was back in college. And he
Mm,
was playing a pro team. He gave the game. I mean, the game plan that the Ravens had was garbage.
I blame the
I
coach.
mean,
Yeah,
yeah, man, I blame the coach too. I mean, it was horrible watching that game. I mean,
it
this
was,
guy,
wasn't it?
he just I don't know.
Lamar.
Did you see that game?
I didn't. I saw Lamar throwing some suspect passes. I seen the game
Yeah.
plan was foolish. I said, you know what? If I'm the offensive coordinator, I got Lamar. I want you to be and I want you to look around the field every time you go. Make them believe you could run at any time. He didn't even do that. He stood back in the pocket trying to orchestrate from the pocket. Lamar, that's not you. You let him be scared to death if they thought you was gonna run. They think you're gonna sit, and you did. You stayed back in the pocket. Why? Anyway, it's over now. They learned. Too
So we
late.
got Brock Purdy, and he's gonna show up and he's gonna make us proud, man. It's you know it, we can trust in that. We can believe in that. We were really antsy a few years ago when Jimmy G was in this game, and we didn't really know what was gonna happen. But we got Brock Purdy, man. We're gonna he's gonna show up and he's gonna play
And
well,
show
and
out. But Charles,
yeah,
I know you don't really appreciate Jimmy. We had a 10-point lead in that game. Now, here's the thing. What we need to realize is there are certain things you don't do with 7 minutes to go and a 10-point lead. I think
yeah, you're
Kyle
right.
also learned from that as
Kyle
well.
was the one, Kyle was the one that held us back. I mean, I remember that even before halftime, that pass to Kittle
Oh,
along the sideline, he called it, and the referees
he
they
took it.
called that penalty, and they took it away, man.
And Kyle and
Shanahan's
Kyle didn't
father,
even go for the field goal. He quit.
Shan,
Okay,
Shanahan's father,
sit down.
Shanahan's father was so mad, he was cussing the
I
referees
know.
out at
I
halftime.
understand he chased him down through the tunnel. I'm surprised Mike didn't get thrown out of the park. But anyway, we could
Yeah,
have went for a field goal though. Because we still had, I think, a little
yeah,
bit of time left. We
yeah,
could have got close enough for Robbie Gold because you know how he was. And Shannon just said,
yeah,
"Quit, put the ball down." And what did he say? I was just concerned with Patrick Mahomes getting the ball back before the half. Oh, Kyle, that's not a
yeah,
good reason. So
yeah. So I believe, this team has grown together. We're gonna gel, and we're gonna make it happen this time. That's what I believe. You know,
got
I
to.
believe that.
And
Yeah,
this
because
team
I
is
mean,
this team's more mature. They're polished. They're not kids like they were back in 2019. Now these guys know what it takes to win a game, especially of this magnitude. They proved that for the last 2 playoffs. They wouldn't have lost. They wouldn't have won those games back in that day if they started out like they did with Green Bay and Detroit. They got beat to death, but not anymore.
yeah, but we gotta. I mean, like like I stated before, we gotta make sure that Diamador Lenore and Avery Thomas, we gotta make sure they don't, they don't get torched in the game. I mean that's the
they ain't got nobody can hurt Demo. Now Ambry's another story. Oh, by the way, Ambry's got a hand thing going on. He's got a small cast on that hand.
yeah,
Because
but
he's a little too
don't.
weak at the point of the catch. He should be able to take that ball away at least sometime. God.
Yeah, man. But we don't. The thing that we don't need defensive backs in the game that that are rookies like Mosley was. We had Richard Sherman on one side, and we had Mosley
Yeah,
on
but
the other
remember,
side.
remember Mosley had a pick against Mahomes in that game. Fam, you know what?
Yeah, he got
Charles,
a pick, but Hill got
Sherman,
behind him late in
but,
the game. You remember that?
Sherman got smoked. Sammy Watkins, remember?
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah, but Hill got behind Mosley late in the game. That's when he threw the ball down the field and he caught it and we tackled him, but
that's true.
so
Jimmy Ward was also responsible for that too, and also Ward was the one who saw that play ran 3 times and didn't say nothing to Salah. But I can't believe Salah didn't notice it either. There was multiple reasons for losing that game, and just 2 or 3 of them. If they just take away 2 or 3, we win that game. Anyway, as I say, they've matured, they've learned, they got this. Charles, we done ran the clock. Charles, get back in here Sunday, man. I'll be looking for you. All right.
All right. Love you, Ronbo.
Charles,
And
love you back
relax
too, fam.
enjoy the moment.
Well, you're right too. All right, fam. Charles' advice is right on point. All right, fam. I'll see you Sunday.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye, Charles. You gotta stop tripping on next Sunday. Shoot. Make yourself miserable for 6 or 7 days. For what? Be a 49er fan for now. Walk around. Stare at people as you're walking by. What? Yeah, that's right. Like that? Go ahead and do the whole Kirk Cousins syndrome. Are you like me now, boy? Oh, 49er Brian. Hey, kick MG out. He's saying Purdy needs to get injured. He's Mark Chamora 2.0. Kick him out. Right. Hey, here's the thing, 49er Brian. Guys that are really challenged in so many ways, like the MGs, the Tommy Testosterones, the Joseph Smileys, actually, I'm thinking Chrissy Everett there's something wrong with him, Amelia. These are people, they're in pain, they're suffering. I want to watch them suffer, Brian. That's the only reason why they're here saying the kind of things they are. They're hurting inside because their team has failed. Your team has advanced. Think about this for a minute, Brian. We want them right there. Watch what happens. If the 49ers win, you'll not see them. But they'll be watching. And we will say, hey, AMG, what's up, clown? What happened, boy? I look forward to those moments. All right? Thanks for that contribution, fam. Let them suffer. Know that they're in pain. You want some Latino heat? Latino heat! Latino heat! Latino heat! Emilio!
What's happening?
Emilio, man, we happening, man. I bet you think it's the same way as Charles, too. Stop tripping on next Sunday and appreciate the fact that you're the NFC champion. The dude that's going to the Super Bowl. Stop crying about next week.
I told you that yesterday.
Yeah, you did.
I told you that yesterday. You still sleeping on it. I'm like, man.
Coming all undone.
It didn't even take you 24 hours. You already said this
wait,
today.
That's right, huh? I start tripping on Tuesday.
Don't know why.
I still want to lose. I want that 6th one so bad, Emilio. You know how we do. We stop saying question 6 is just like bad luck.
At the end of the day, hey, like I said, this Super Bowl, it's all on now. They lose this, something wrong. We keep saying we have the better team.
We do.
This is all on them. Make the least mistake.
Caught the Patrick's.
Score a touchdown instead of field goal.
Yeah.
They have the better team.
Up and down the roster, got better depth. They got some serious injuries to the wrong people. Why would we lose that game? I don't know what Lamar was doing.
Stupidity.
I don't know what Josh
thing,
Allen was doing. What are you doing?
Playing hero ball instead of playing football.
Yep.
That was their problem. Both of them. Yeah. They're trying to play hero ball instead of trying to play the game.
Mm-hmm. Ain't but one guy that
Kansas City hasn't been able to. Kansas City hasn't been able to score over 17 points in the last couple games.
That's what I'm talking about.
You've been scoring more than that the last one. Even with Green Bay, we scored more. Even with the Lions, we done scored more points.
We scored more. I didn't even know the Raiders beat them up. I mean, the Raiders beat up the Chiefs a couple of times?
Yeah.
Damn!
And
what do they do?
I don't know what you're worried about.
Run the ball.
I'm still trying to figure out what you're worried about. This basically, like I said, this Super Bowl is ours. It's just the only way we lose it. They start doing dumb shit they don't need to be doing.
You can't get turnovers. Yeah, don't turn it. They live off them turnovers. Don't turn it over.
If you really wanted to really compare this team to 2019, this is the way better team than we had before.
And so much more. I mean, we got Pro Bowlers up and down with lots of polished experience. There's no reason to go out there and do boneheaded stuff. No way.
Yeah, like I said, the only way we lose is one of the guys trying to play hero ball. Basically, Brock Purdy trying to play hero ball.
And you know that ain't going to happen.
Back, same thing he did with the Ravens, trying to play hero ball. What are you trying to do? Same thing Shanahan started thinking. I can beat you with my quarterback. Watch this.
But I remember the turnovers. The turnovers, because they're good at that. And don't play with Hamilton. Travis Kelce smoked Hamilton. That's when I started crying. I said, Hamilton's one of the best in the game. Travis just got a good touchdown on my. How the hell did that? I'm coming all undone. That's when I started worrying.
I already told you what the game plan is, and some people already kind of repeated what I said. You gotta watch Kelce. Just watch Kelce. You got to keep an eye on him and keep Mahomes in front of you. The same way we played Dak, the same way we played Kurt, it's the same way you play Mahomes. Keep that man in front of you and let him do what he needs to do. And if we can get to him, get to him.
I wish we could pick him off. If you went too far though, because Mahomes ain't as star as Dak. Dak looks good out there and he has a presence, but Dak ain't shit. I just gotta tell the truth about it, man.
It's true, but hey, you rattle any quarterback, they all look like shit.
I know.
See what the Bucs did to you gotta see what the Bucs did to Mahomes.
Lamar.
They rattled his cage and he couldn't do nothing.
That's true.
Every quarterback can look like shit. Brock Purdy doesn't look like shit this season. And there's other times he looked like an all-star.
That's true.
So it does not matter. It's like, can you bounce back? Well, like
what he's learning from those experiences.
Like Brock Purdy did last week. Can you bounce back? Can you let that one interception not phase you? Jump back and play your game. They just got to play smart. This is like keep repeating, and like I said, I'm not the only one that said it. You have the better team.
I know.
They got to play smart.
Yep.
Then they have to coach smart. It's all it is.
Because Andy Reid out coaches him every time he sees him. That's got to stop, Kyle. Do something different.
It's not that he gets out coach. He just wants to do too much because he thinks he's smarter than everybody.
Yeah.
Goes back to what we just did with the Ravens. You were trying to prove somebody wrong, what you were trying to do that you couldn't do. Trying to put it up, I got an MVP quarterback. No, you do, but play smart, coach smart.
Yes, don't put your quarterback in a position to get beat. That volleyball game in the middle of the field, I'm still burning up about that. They did it twice, too. Oh, Hamilton. That one that Hamilton picked out, that was on Brock. There was two more. Brock had two legitimate INTs. But all them flags, Emilio, 100 yards of penalties, 49ers? Why? That's undisciplined.
But some of that was the defense. You got to look at that. That caused that. You even see with the Green Bay game. It was defense getting them flags thrown.
Can't get all them flags.
Self-inflicted wounds.
That's it. That Raven,
like I said, you go back to you just got to look at what Kansas City did in the playoffs.
Oh.
It was self-inflicted wounds against the Ravens, self-inflicted wounds against the Bills, and trying to play hero ball. Don't do that. You avoid those mistakes. We got this
and win the game.
And we might even win convincingly.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking, you know what?
convince them.
Exactly. And let everybody talk. Oh, I can't wait to. Oh my
To be
God.
honest, to be truthful, not even being let's get my home or whatever. Kansas City does not have the firepower that we have.
I know.
They do not.
Oh,
They get the only thing they had is if we make our mistakes, just keep like I said, keep repeating that. We make our mistakes. Oh yeah, Kansas City's gonna have a bro. They're gonna have a field day.
Oh,
you give them short field. I'm just saying, if you give Mahomes a 20-yard score touchdown, you think he's not gonna score a touchdown? if Brock Purdy or somebody fumbles the ball.
Oh, special teams. All right, Emilio. We're gonna see you Sunday.
All right.
And then we're gonna really count it down. Now it is just 7 days away.
I'm ready. I'm not worried.
Ready. I'm trying to get ready.
I just feel this one. I feel we got this one. Like I said, we play smart football. We got this game in the bag. I know I'm gonna be at that parade. So I'm just waiting for that one.
Shouting.
I'm going to be there. All right.
All right, fam. I'll see you Sunday.
Have a good night and everybody else out there.
You too.
Right,
thanks, fam. Salvador. See, guys like MG, they wish they was us. They really do. You think Chrissy Average doesn't wish he was us? And Gene D is killing him as we count down how many years they've been back to the Super Bowl. At Vermilion Sports, Rudy is petrified of the 49ers winning this weekend. That boy's running more smack on social media. Ooh, Rudy, you ought to be ashamed too, man. Some of the ridiculous stuff you're talking about. Are you serious? Oh, man, he's coming to everything he can to try to get a little dig in. I told you, man, you stop drink single malt liquor. It's making you crazy drinking that other stuff. Hey, Salvador!
Yo, Ronbo, I'm on the road right now. Is there any callers behind me?
No, yeah, we could wait. We want me to come back to you? One caller, two callers away?
I'm just driving. A few callers. I'll be good. I'll be ready.
All right, come back to you. All right.
All right, thank you.
No problem. Let's see. Hey, Tony.
Ronbo.
Tony, man, I used to think I was a calm, collected person who had pretty much control of his faculties at all times. But, this is a situation where I'm tired of being in it and not coming out with the fruit. You know what I mean? It's like that. It's that girl you dated like 20 times, and she says, "Okay, good night." What is this? Oh my God. We got to stop getting here and not getting this job done. So I'm coming undone. I can't have it again, Tony. I don't know if I could survive it again. And the 49ers offense, are they going to come out and show us something this time?
Like I said to you the other day, Ronbo, like Emilio said, we've got a chance to blow these pieces of crap out. Really blow them out, embarrass the crap out of them.
And they should want to. If the Raiders can do that, I don't know why we can't.
Here's what I want you to think about, Ronbo. All right, everybody's in favor of watching Kelsey and Pacheco. Can't sleep on Pacheco. He's fast.
Yep.
He runs with his hair on fire.
Oh, God.
But the other thing I want you to think about is I've got a picture in mind, like a movie, like a film script in my head. Everyone's forgotten about Mooney Ward.
I know, right? He knows the Chiefs. He knows them really well, doesn't he?
As soon as they line up, he's going to know what the hell's going on. I've got a picture of Mooney Ward picking them off at least once, and maybe even a pick six, and maybe even breaking their spirit.
Yeah,
he's not going to want to lose that game.
Oh, he's going to be inspired. They let him go.
Yeah, and he knows it backwards. How many times has he practiced with Mahomes? And he knows Mahomes inside out.
There's no telling how many times. No telling.
So look for that boy to have
even with him. Yeah. At least 3.
Yeah.
2019 he was with him. I don't know how much before then. He just came to us.
He's got the big game. He's got the big game experience. Yes. Yeah, he can calm down boys down. He can Jair Brown. He can tell him what's gonna be happening or whatever. He can shout crap across the field to people. Watch this, watch for that, watch for this, watch for that.
Mm-hmm.
No, I've just got a picture of him picking them off.
And he does too. So.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he, you know what I mean? And you put Draymond Greenlaw on Pacheco, and just say to him, I want you to fold this guy up like a bloody deck chair when you hit him.
The only thing we worry about with Greenlaw is he doesn't get flagged for excessive roughness. But
I don't give a shit if he gets flagged for excessive roughness. I want him to lay the smack down on that dude, so the next time he runs the ball out of the corner of his eye, he's going to be looking out whether he's going to get smashed again.
That's good old school
That's
football.
the most important thing. Yeah. You got to put the fear of God into these dudes.
It works.
You know what I mean?
It can still work. But you got a good shot.
Yeah. So there's a lot of guys there, like you said, Trent Williams, and Kyle, if we're running the ball behind Trent and it's working, just keep doing it, mate.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we know Debo carved them up.
Oh, get him out in space, please, God. That's all I ask.
So we've got Debo, we've got Christian McCaffrey, and then we've got a few surprises up our sleeve. Don't be surprised if Tay-Tay is going to be on our side.
Wouldn't that be great? She came in with 2 jerseys. I'm not rolling with any losers. Sorry, guys.
I'll tell you how. Yushek's gonna tell his wife to make her a Super Bowl jumper or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's gonna tell his missus to talk to her. And Tay is gonna say to what's his name? Babe, let him win, Just let him win. If the ball comes to you, just pretend you slipped or you dropped it or something like that.
God, and
Don't worry, we've got slides.
Travis is so whipped, he'd probably go along with it.
But if you think about, some people said the other day, you put it down on paper, the matchup, we're stronger than them.
Way stronger.
Across the park.
Yes.
Across the park on multiple positions. Kyle just has to call the perfect game. Purdy has to go for a few runs. And, like Emilio said, and I said the other day, do not overrun Patrick Mahomes.
Right? Fence him.
We can deal with the front four. That leaves us plenty of people in defense.
Mm-hmm.
Was it who was that guy that busted up that pass against the Lions when we got the ball back?
When you say bust up, you mean pick? Was there a pick?
No, it was they raked the ball out and
that's
Armstead fell.
That was Gibson.
Yeah. Gibson can hit Kelsey.
Yeah, but I'd rather have Dre or Fred hit him because they pack a bigger punch.
If they get past, if he gets past, or the ball goes behind Fred. Yeah.
But then Fred's going to cover him all the way down the field, though. That's what his job is. We'll see.
I have to double team that guy regardless.
You really do.
I have to gang tackle the bitch.
Yeah, because the rest of the guys can be covered almost man, and you should run man defense against the Chiefs anyway. Patrick loves it when he looks at a zone. He gets a rush like nobody else. So if the 49ers go in there playing zone, I'm going to hold Coach Wilkes seriously responsible for that stupidity.
Well, they can play a bit of both, Ronbo. They can play a little bit of man up front and
just mix it up. I don't want to see what's coming.
Yeah, a little bit of zone at the same time. At the back of the field.
Then prevent. Okay, yeah, but lining up in a zone.
Not prevent.
Lining up in a zone.
I mean,
go ahead.
Yeah, they just got to work out who's going to drop back, who's going to protect the middle of the field, and just cut those passing lanes off on force him to run.
Yeah,
basically force Mahomes to run, and then if he gets smacked by someone,
well, you know what?
We can blow these guys out, Ronbo. I'm telling you now, we can embarrass the crap out of them.
I fully agree. They're a big team too. Tony, we're gonna go, and I'll look for you Monday, Tony time, and continue with this and keep me pepped up. I need you, man. I keep getting entertaining these thoughts. Oh God, they're haunting.
Just picture Mooney Ward with a pick six, Ronbo. That's all you have to do.
That's such a wonderful vision. Boom! Oh, it did it. Tony called it last week. It is gonna. Oh, it's. Touchdown, Niners. Okay, yeah, Tony, I like that. That's
and if Kelsey drops the ball, Tay-Tay's on our side.
Yeah. all of her legions of fans will be on her side. All right, Tony. Let me see you Sunday.
All right, brother.
Have a great
Shout
day.
out to the Empire, and we'll see you on Sunday.
Looking forward to it. Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah. And there she is. That's that Smoky Mountain gal. Smoky Mountain girl. Yes. Is the Ellie Mae Clampett of the 49er Empire. Oh, Peggy. Oh, Peggy. Smoky Mountain. Smoky Mountain girl. Now let's get in here. Here. Not here, but here. Who started that? By the way, black people talk like that because of Southern whites. Don't blame that on us. I always get that clear.
What's striking? What's happening? What's happening?
Ellis, I was waiting for you, man. Because
can you hear me? Can you hear me loud and clear?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, you put me up.
Okay, let's go put Ellis up.
Put me up.
I don't see anything yet. We're looking for it. Oh, there it is. Ah, yeah. That's a nice looking poster, Ellis. I like that.
In theaters. In theaters this February.
Hey, that Lombardi standing tall with the Niners below. Ellis, you know what I really appreciate? The fact that, remember everybody talking about that logo? Yeah. Well, they got it fixed. It's going to be rigged. That's the logo of the Ravens, and that's got to be red. It's got to be the 49ers. Because it's impossible to put two AFC teams in there because it couldn't be the Chiefs. But, I'm delighted that so every year they go through this. I'm tired of that. I say, man, come on, man. I want to think something in this world is still left untouched. Don't tell me that they're rigging the Super Bowl because that means they've rigged the outcome, too. I'm done. Okay.
Well, unfortunately, it has happened, and it does happen, man. I just think sometimes you can go against the grain, and this year, unfortunately, it looks like, the Ravens was looking like shit,
didn't they? I don't know what they were.
They look like hot garbage, and Zay Flowers over there. That was just a rookie mistake.
Twice.
Yeah, shit. Like he's playing, in the backyard, literally playing backyard football.
Junior high.
With all of the arrogance, extra little shit instead of being professional, man. Like this ain't the stage for that. You know what I mean?
Damn right.
I don't know, man. That kind of. Yeah, not at all. Not the least bit. But man, I just watched real quick. I just watched a video earlier where they was talking about Christian McCaffrey and his family.
Yeah.
He's got 3 brothers playing football right now. His dad is a Super Bowl, a great Super Bowl, ex NFL player. His mother was a star track player, and her dad, I think, was one of the fastest runners. I don't know in what portion of track he was in, but his mom's dad, like it goes all the way down. Like they literally breed stars, and I'm hoping that we can get Christian's little brother right now. He was in the Senior Bowl this past year. I hope that Kyle goes and gets him.
Did you see that?
I hope he goes and gets him. He's a wide receiver.
And did you see that photo of making
Huh?
that catch? Did you see that photo of making that catch? I got that up there. The dude's abs were just jumping out. I mean, he had the jersey, the cutaway jersey, right? The dude's abs
Yeah.
are just standing out. That's Christian's brother. Oh, Christian's dream is to have his brother play with him. Kyle might do it.
I think they should. If he's
You can't get
he's
enough
good enough.
McCaffreys on your team. Yeah.
Yeah, get in the fifth or later. You know what I'm saying? He'll be
If he's still
around.
there. Yeah.
He'll still be there in the fifth or later for sure. And so, but man, look, I'm just excited, man. We got one more week. All the guys can get healthy. I saw something about Chase Young. Like Chase Young is getting shit right now for not really playing up to par. And
He doesn't look like Chase Young. Yeah.
yeah, but I tagged him earlier in the thing, and I said, you're gonna come through and you're gonna play big. You know what I'm saying? Just like, I said, it was something that was encouraging, but it was a post that was being negative, saying to put him down. But I gave him some encouragement in my comment, and then I tagged him in it because I do want him to understand and realize the stage and how the table was set for him. He came here already to a winning team. We did not need Chase Young to get us here to the Super Bowl right now. So he's in actually a privileged position, and he needs to play his ass off because he's playing for a contract for next year. The better he plays this game, the more money that he's going to get elsewhere next year. And he needs to come with it. He needs to come with it. You are too damn big to be over here playing mediocre, getting blocked by wide receivers and all kinds of shit. Wide receivers, if I was that big, wide receivers would be scared to come and hit me because they would be having concussions and they would be rolling them out. They would be taking them off the field. They wouldn't go to the blue tent. I'm out of here. It's over. Get me out of here.
Yes.
Day's over. That's how hard they would be feeling the hits that I would give them if they was coming to block me. So Chase needs to. I mean, he's a massive person.
I seen him standing next to everybody else, huge and athletic as hell. So
there's just no excuse. Yeah, for sure.
Traded. He's not acting like he was in Washington. I don't know.
Hopefully he's not playing like that because he doesn't want to risk getting injured and fucking up a future contract for himself somewhere else. That's something I just thought about that right now, but it could very well be a possibility. But, at the end of the day, we need him to play better. I mean, Kerry Hyder, Jordan Willis, and T.Y. McGill could probably look better on the defensive line than Chase Young, Javon Hargrave, and I don't want to say Arik Armstead, but they probably would make our defensive line even look better than what we've been looking like the past couple of weeks after right. getting trampled over in the run game. It's embarrassing.
It's sickening. Well, we got to go. I'll tell you what, I'm going to see you Sunday because I can't stop talking about the Niners. When you don't see me, it's because I couldn't make it. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to be back Sunday.
That's right. That's a bet, man. Appreciate you. Thank you, fam, for the platform as always.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Shout out to production. Yes, sir, man. Salute. And shout out to Tony Tone, man. Shout out to Donut, Tanisha. Shout out to Frank. Shout out to Papa D. Shout out to Evan. Shout out to chat. Y'all know what it is. Chris Hansen and Harold. And I wish I could remember everybody. I'm not looking at the chat right now. But y'all know who y'all is, man. Shout out to all of y'all, as always. And hit that like and subscribe. You know where you at. And ain't nothing finer than being a Niner, man. I'll tell you that right now.
There it is.
I'm gone.
All right, Alice. Shout out to that lovely squad. And I'll see you Sunday.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Oh yeah. Hey, look, man, we got games tomorrow. I don't know if I told you, Bo. I'm coaching the kids all on the same team, basketball. So we got a game tomorrow. So wish us a little luck tomorrow. I'm coaching Zamari's team, 5 to 7, and I'm coaching 8 to 11-year-olds, man. So we're gonna get it in tomorrow.
Look at you.
Peace, family.
Boy, keep it hot and busy.
All
right.
You know we do.
Good luck with that.
You know how we do. Thank you.
Here he goes. All right, fam.
Peace.
Yo, KC.
Ronbo, what say you, man?
KC, me, man, because I was telling you I was shaking yesterday because I'm concerned. I want this game. We got a better team, Casey. There's no reason to be losing this game. The Patrick Mahomes mystique is a myth. Well, maybe it's not a myth, but Still, we can beat these guys. I need this Super Bowl so I can run smack on all them clowns. And I know, Rumble, man, you that petty, man? All you concerned about is them fools running smack? I know it means a lot to me. It always has, Casey. This goes back to junior high school. Oh, I love running smack. Man, I don't know why you guys are bringing your team over here, man. We could run our cheerleaders against you guys and win. It goes all the way back, So I still can't stop it. So when I see those guys in here at this level of smack running, Casey, 10, 15 guys, you go into social media, the numbers get bigger. And then here in the chat, guys are just talking trash to make them shut up. Ooh, it gives me such a rush. Casey, let's say Casey. Here comes Casey. Rumble, I didn't call her to talk about the idiots. Case, get in here.
My man, Ronbo. The vibe I'm picking up from everybody is that they don't want to see the Chiefs win. So I'll take that. If America just wants to see the Chiefs lose.
They don't even want to see the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Some people, from what the polls said, they don't appreciate us being there because they're thinking, "Oh man, we've already seen the 49ers and Chiefs. What's going to be another? It's going to be another defensive battle." I said,
"Oh." I mean, they kind of the Chiefs kind of really snuck into the Super Bowl.
They really did, didn't they? They had no business beating the Ravens. And how'd they beat the Bills? Both teams beat themselves. That's all you got to do.
I think the Bills beat themselves, but
badly.
But with the Ravens, man, I saw this one angle of this interception that Lamar threw, and it was one of the worst holding calls I've ever, missed pass interference calls I've ever seen. And yeah, Lamar threw it into triple. Sure, Lamar threw it into triple coverage.
But they still knocked the receiver to beat Jesus out of him.
But yeah, you can't hit him a yard before the ball gets there, and it's right in front of a ref in the AFC Championship game. It's those calls like that Navarro Bowman breaks his leg after holding onto the ball, and we all know what happened, and they still can't figure it out on the field. We're watching it on TV, and we know what happened, but they can't figure it out.
And was that Salvatore? What's that refs in New York? Yeah, I see what you're talking about, but that pretty much that foul took place after the ball had already been intercepted. So I'm thinking the refs again. What? See, that's the kind of thinking. You know what, though, Casey? I can't. Actually, the ball fell short, and you're right. They creamed that receiver, but still.
I mean, that was
the
terrible.
Pick, before or after?
That was worse than the Saints call.
No, that Rams game you're talking about. No,
that was worse than that. That was even more obvious than that.
But that Rams call, the dude was like there 15 minutes before the ball got there.
I mean, you're right. You're right. It was probably about the same. That one was really bad. But anyway.
Saints are still pissed off about that. And again, that's why I tell the Rams.
The point is,
we've been to more Super Bowls than you guys. Oh, well, you got one because the ref helped you win. Oh, God, Rams fans just learn to shut up. Anyway, go ahead, Case.
The point is, the Niners defense has to show up.
Yeah,
and they got to play clean game. And hopefully McCaffrey scores twice.
3 times.
And the Niners are up hopefully the Niners are up, at least a score at the half.
And 2 scores by the end of the game. Do not let the refs have position on you enough to make a call, because the refs will definitely make a call just to make things interesting. Even for no other reason, they'll make this bogus call.
Yeah.
God. Illegal man downfield. Who, ref? Who? Number 97.
I'd sure love to.
What are you talking? Oh. He's
I know, Ronbo. That's the worst. God. And I'm glad Bosa said that. I'm so glad Bosa said that. And I really hope they just can get a chance to run the clock out. And I hope Kyle feeds McCaffrey the ball 25 times.
Yeah, I got no problem with that, because they cannot stop the run. I don't know why Lamar didn't
try. But speaking of things that I'm glad people said, that excerpt from Jed York was really interesting to me, because earlier in the year, I remember telling you, like, maybe Kyle was kind of subconsciously running Trey 15 times because he knew that Brock was there. And that's probably exactly what was
Well, I
happening.
wasn't worried about it. I can't believe he did that trying to get him hurt.
Yeah.
Because that's just too evil. Wouldn't he do that?
And
Just
it's
cut
just,
him
it's
or
just
sit him down then.
that really just shuts down the whole system quarterback argument to me. You know what I mean? Like, there's been a lot of people that have played under Kyle Shanahan that have not had the success that Brock has had.
Yeah, and got hurt. All of them got hurt. Every quarterback Brock's. Oh, wait a minute, what am I talking about? Brock got creamed last year. There's no escaping getting seriously hurt as a quarterback for Kyle Shanahan. I forgot about Brock's arm getting torn off his arm or body.
Yeah, Ronbo, it's crazy when you really think about it. I mean, this is about 400 days or less that the guy got his first start as a rookie.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
And he's got the maturity of a guy that's been in the league for 4 or 5 years. He amazes me.
From a career standpoint, Brock Purdy is absolutely free rolling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you know that's what they wanted to do anyway. Get a quarterback like Brock that's inexpensive and build a team around him. And other teams are all pissed off. Well, it's a system quarterback. Well, yeah, look, because we got a system.
Imagine if you're Parag right now. You've paid what, $1.8 million for Purdy to get you to the Super Bowl, and the Ravens gave Lamar $79 million. They gave
How about Dak? That's my favorite story. Dak got paid in excess of $40 million, a $59 million cap hit coming in next year, and they've got to renew his contract.
Well, but Ronbo, that's $79 million. Lamar's $79 million is just this year.
I know they're going to lose players. That's how your team starts to decline.
You know, that's phenomenal, man. That's like over 30 times what Purdy made this year.
Terrible. Brock's getting a little bit more money this month. He's just signed an endorsement deal. I'm not just a deal with Toyota, so at least he won't be poor. Because I'm feeling bad about that.
Hey, Ronbo, question for you. Quick question. Yeah, real quick. If Frank Gore is in the front office, does he get a ring?
Of course he does.
Awesome.
Casey, he deserved it. Oh, yes, that's a good
I'm
point.
so happy to hear that, Ronbo.
Let me see it Sunday, fam.
Yeah, Niners are going to do this, man. Yeah. Thanks for the show, Ronbo. Nothing else I'd rather do on a Friday night than wait 2 hours to talk for.
I love Casey.
Wait 2 hours to talk for 5 minutes to my man, Ronbo Sports.
Yes, I love
all you Seahawks fans in the chat, y'all ain't got no Ronbo Sports. Are you Cardinal fans? Y'all irrelevant. Pete Carroll's still chewing on that goop. All right, Ronbo.
Gosh, it's Sunday, Case. Jalen, where you at, man? Hey, Frank. Frank and them sandwiches. Oh, Peggy. Peggy.
Hey, hello.
There she is. There's my mountain girl. Hey, Peggy. See, Peggy.
I'm trying to be calm. I'm trying to remain calm. This is going to be a long 8 days.
You know, I'm glad you're staying calm, Peggy. Yeah, you know, because
I am trying to, and it's you know, it's hard sometimes.
It's hard every time for me. Peggy, I'm not even.
You know, I know where you're at, Ronbo. Look, I tell you something. I've gotten a little trouble out here.
You know, because I can't live with anything but a Super Bowl win. I can't live with anything else.
Yeah,
when I entertain other thoughts, it makes me crazy.
Ronbo, I say my relationship with the 49ers has lasted longer than any marriage or and look, and I should write a book, but I'm going to just say, you know, there was, okay, make it long story short. We'll have to do that another time, but okay. I'm just going to say it has been the longest lasting, relationship. And the Super Bowl is going to be on my birthday.
Oh.
And we are where we are.
Yeah.
No, nor guessing and wondering, is this and going to do that and that and do this. Hey, we're where we are, and it's do or die, and I think they know it. And I think they know, I think pretty much, when we lost him, we was on top of the world. And remember when we went into Philadelphia and done what we done, we was everybody's,
Yep.
Oh my Lord, it was something. And then
them Cowboys,
when
don't
we
leave
got
them out.
beat by the Ravens, they started coming at us. Hardcore, But I just got a feeling about this team because I've been watching them, and I kind of thought there's just something about this year, this team, and you know what? They're going to argue the fact, even I was to say if they want to play the if Brock Purdy goes in there and we don't come out the win and we fight, and you still can't take nothing away from him or us.
That's right.
I mean, that's really the facts.
See, the only thing is people don't remember the second place team.
Yeah.
But as far as everything else goes, Brock Purdy you cannot take anything from him. You cannot criticize him like people can't wait to do. See, we told you, it's the Super Bowl, you idiots. How many quarterbacks made it to the Super Bowl? There's like 2 good quarterbacks
Super Bowl. Oh, and what about our gal? Look, I felt like that gal on Kill Bill. I had a list. I was on X, and I had the list. And I said, the Brock Purdy haters. And you know what? I never let up on her. I just couldn't deal with it. So I know how you feel. The disrespect she showed him was the most uncalled for.
You mean Miss Trask?
And Trask, yeah. And that apology, she more or less apologized herself because she said to thine own self be true.
Yeah.
That's Shakespeare.
And not only that,
she's not that.
She's not sincere.
Shakespeare.
Yeah.
She didn't apologize to him, his family. She just said, "Well, she's pretty much saying." After I went back and listened to that, I realized I come off as flippant. I believe that's it.
That's the term she used.
I pointed out to her. I said, "Look, it wasn't. We ain't talking about what you said. It's the way you said it."
And the timing.
And then she offered him ice cream. That's ridiculous. He ain't going to eat no ice cream of her. Mama Purdy would not let him anyway.
And Becky, she's been in the media for how long? She knows better than that.
For a long time, honey. Wasn't she a owner or something? Or ain't she still an owner of the Raiders?
I'm not sure what she does now, but she's an exec. She was an exec for the Raiders. I don't know if they still carry her or not. But
well,
you
know what somebody said on one of the shows I listened to? Is it Kruger? Ain't he like he's got a big podcast for the 49ers.
He does one.
He likes her, and he was talking about her getting all this heat. But he said full disclosure, he likes her, but she really wanted to know what people thought about that apology. In my opinion, that wasn't no apology. She was catching heat, and they said that new Super Bowl is going to be held in her new stadium or stadiums connected with the Raiders, which she's still something to do with them, and she's trying to smooth that over a bit before things gets up there. That was kind of the opinion on there. Yeah. It's for a reason. It ain't necessarily she never just come out and said, "Look, I was wrong. I should have not said that," and just left it at that.
She made a point of saying, "I'm not admitting to any wrongdoing. I'm just saying blah 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 blah." Okay, well then why did you apologize initially? Then you don't mean this.
Why even say anything? She should have just stood on her business, shouldn't she?
It's
all about. She's on that podcast she's got a podcast with another lady called What the Football. And that's where it got said on. And when she come on, she said that, when she's talking about the 8 teams left time. She said, and I come up with that number all by myself.
Oh. Smoky
She
Mountain
can
girl.
add.
We do have to go though.
Well,
I mean,
listen,
I was
we
looking for you
got this.
Sunday.
Look,
Uh-huh.
we got this, honey, and you're doing good. Keep the faith.
Yeah,
We're what do they say? You got to die to the ones that brought you, and I think if our D line steps up, I believe we got this.
I think so. We're better than they are. We really are.
We got this. We got this. You just have to block that over Amelia out. I didn't even know what that was, and I'm arguing with him.
Yeah. By the way, anybody that's get tired of people like Ramelia and Everett and some of the others, just block and you won't see them.
Yeah. You just take your break from it every now and then, but you know what? Then you get your second wind, and then
come back and
I find it fun every now and
I
then.
do. I love taking a beat. I love beating them back. Man, Peggy, I'm gonna see you on
Yes,
Twitter like I
right.
always do. I love you. I love it. I love
Oh,
the.
yeah. I will
Peggy and I be
double
ruling.
team him, Ronbo. We will double team him when we get
doing
over his nervousness.
Can't wait. Smoky Mountain Girl on Twitter.
Hey, I got a
say
name for
X.
Purdy. What was his name? Montana was on Pat McAfee today, and he called him the mailman. I think he had another caller talking about it. And I thought, we've been trying to think of the name to come up with Purdy.
There it is.
We could call him
The second coming.
the postman.
Yeah, I
Brock
like
the
that.
postman Purdy.
We gotta go back. People are waiting. We had them up all night. I'll see you
All
Sunday.
right,
Okay?
honey. Love
All right.
you.
I
Love you.
back.
Bye-bye.
Bye. There she goes. And let's see if Frank is in the middle of a pig-eared sandwich. I wonder if Frank ever had a pig-eared sandwich. And by the way, you think I'm kidding? Pig ears have a texture to them that it's just, if they're cooked right, it's just what you do. You don't use regular bread. Use cornbread. Put that hot sauce in there. You know, so put them pig ears situated right in there. Bite that. Make sure you get yellow cornmeal. Yeah, I'm country. But see, I'm not country. My folks are country, and they fix that kind of stuff. I don't eat chitlins, though. No, I ain't eat nobody's chitlins. Chitlins smell like what they are. Stay away from chitlins. Hey, Jalen!
Cardinals, y'all are irrelevant. Rams, y'all some bums. Seahawks haven't won a ring in 10 years and counting, and they just fired Pete. Damn it, I know that can't be fun. Ronbo, damn. Gene D, I know they gotta be you gotta be feeling like a cold case of hell right now. Not only are y'all just flat out flopping and flopping all over the place, thinking that y'all can replace Ronbo. I say it all the time. You can't replace Black Panther with Luke Cage. They thought they could come over here and bring another black quarterback in and think that it was gonna be the same
It'll
thing.
work.
That's not it. No. Not Pete Carroll gone, Ronbo. Oh yeah, y'all can kiss a Super Bowl.
Wait to
Goodbye.
see them next year. God, yes. That is going to be
What they
hilarious.
gonna do, Rombo? What they
They'll
finna
get
do with
get an
Geno
ass whooping.
Smith? Jesus, bro. Oh my Lord. Yeah.
Hey, they
Y'all,
might
I'm
trade
worried
for a
about
quarterback.
Geno Smith.
Yeah.
I mean, who's they coach, Rombo? They don't have Pete Carroll no
Right,
more.
what's his name? Mike McDaniel.
I don't know. He's
No, not
wet
Mike-
behind
Mike
the ear,
McDonald.
Rombo. He's wet behind the ear. Breath
There you go.
smelling like Similac. He don't know nothing.
Yeah. Hey, Jalen, you watch NBA? You know that coach in Milwaukee?
The one that just got fired?
Yeah. What's his name? What's so funny?
Ubro or something like that. I don't watch.
Well, the
Ronbo,
funny
see, I'm
thing
a
is,
Bulls fan.
it's-
The Bulls they've been doing me wrong since the '90s.
Oh,
So
yeah, the Bulls been
it's
having
hard
problems
to
with-
watch the NBA.
But the thing is, what's his name over at Stephen A. Smith called? He'll be fired by the midseason. He was. This is why I'm saying this coach over in Seattle. How long do you give him?
I don't know, Ron, but you got Geno Smith as your quarterback, and y'all really think that's they really think that's like gonna solve it, Ron. But that's what's crazy. They serious.
Now they're starting.
They
over.
really think that man is with who?
Well, first of all, they got to get a quarterback. I got a feeling Geno's going to be out in the cold. I think they're going to draft a quarterback. Don't they have a first-round pick?
Oh no. Yeah, I'm sure they do.
But Jalen, this year you got to be careful about picking them first-round quarterbacks because you got to pay them $10 million at a minimum.
Yeah.
And they got to come in and they got to take over. And if they do a good job or not, it's going to depend how you do. Then you get shamed later because quarterback ain't worth that. Damn. You look at Justin Fields could be coming to Seattle.
Oh, Ronbo. All right, Ronbo, that's not gonna happen. And even if it does, nah, that actually, I don't know, Ronbo.
Or
That ain't gonna happen. That ain't
wait,
gonna happen.
he could be going to L.A. Because see, the Rams gonna run out. See, the Rams. You know how the Rams like to f them picks. The
He
Rams will give
going
up the
today.
house for anybody they can get. That's a stupid organization. God.
Yeah. But Ronbo, Brock Purdy. This whole narrative, you saw what Cam Newton said about him being the 10th best player on the team.
Mm-hmm.
Ronbo, don't get me wrong about Cam Newton. In his prime, in his physical prime, Ronbo, I can't name 15 quarterbacks better than him. I mean, dude was Ronbo at his best, man. He was unstoppable. But
Tam had 2 successful years, and then they paid him. Ain't seen him since.
Yeah,
got beat out by Mac
years,
Jones.
Though, Ronbo,
mm-hmm.
Them 2 successful years, Ronbo went 15-0. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he was out there. He was out there.
Well, he lost once, and guess who he lost to? He lost to Kyle that year.
Oh,
that was in the Falcons. That was the Falcons.
Oh yeah, I remember that game.
That was the
but
Falcons.
I mean,
just
yeah,
before
but
they became
Cam,
strong.
he might not be no Hall of Famer, but like he's physically probably the most dominating quarterback I've ever seen.
Oh, he's big, strong. Cam leap over a body and standing right on the goal line. Cam leaped over the top of the man, cleared his head by a couple of feet and into the end zone, did a roll, stood up, and did the Superman. What was that movie? How did he do the Superman?
Brock Purdy is a difference maker. Brock Purdy is a difference maker. I'm sick of this whole narrative. And Ronbo, you notice I don't really come in here and I don't say anything much about Brock Purdy because I don't need to. Only thing he got to prove to me, I'm a broken record when I come in here, Ronbo. I say the same thing. Only thing he got to prove to me is can he stay on the field. That's all he got to prove to me.
And he's doing that.
That's all he needs to prove to me. Ronbo, we saw Trey Lance come over here and not succeed in this system. Why do people keep saying if you put anybody in this system, they're going to succeed? Why didn't Trey Lance succeed?
C.J. Beathard. Why didn't he succeed?
Exactly, Ronbo.
There's a couple of more, too. It's not...
Nick Mullins, Brian Hoyer. Why didn't they succeed?
Hoyer, thank you. And come on.
I mean, Ronbo, it is not just physical talent that it takes to run this system. You got to have the mental. I mean, let's just say Brock Purdy was a quarterback back in 2010. I'm taking him over Andy Dalton. I'm like Ronbo, you put him in another era. He's a top 5 quarterback. We overlook him.
Argue down about that, Jalen, through all these TV shows. I'm saying I feel uncomfortable paying Brock Purdy standard rates now for a quarterback. I just really would. You know what I'm talking about. Every time Joy Taylor, I don't know why I watch her talk. Joy, shut up.
Ronbo,
God.
she is an attractive looking woman. I will give her that.
Yeah, but you know what? She looks great, but Joy needs to stop picking on the 49ers. Pick on somebody else for a while. Damn.
Yeah. You know, Ronbo, they hate us because they ain't us. And Ronbo, just like Steph Curry said, if we win this 6th ring, what they gonna say now? Hey, and with that, Ronbo, we still the kings of the West. Kyler back running around, so he don't need no rest. And Gene D and Rudy can keep on coming back, but the 49ers don't be the best. Let me get a Niner shout out, Ronbo.
Niners!
Brock Purdy ain't a game changer. All right, well, that game changer done brought us back multiple times.
In the playoffs, no less.
In the playoffs.
Ronbo.
Huh. Okay, Ronbo. Yeah, okay. See you Friday, Ronbo.
Sunday, fam. Sunday. I'll be back Sunday. All right. There goes Jalen. Was waiting for that rhyme. In case you get that. You got to do the Jalen next time you get in here, too. Hey, Frank. Oh, Frank. Frank, you know what? Unless Frank's really tied up, I think that's it for Frank. Who we got left? Did we ever talk to Salvador? Yeah, Sal must be ready. Okay. Beto. Again, I remind you, if the trolls get on your nerves, just block them. You know, just go. And in fact, You know who uses that tool more than anybody? Texas boy got everybody in here blocked, including me. That's why I can't see him either, but he's watching us. You know he is. The boy's got some serious issues. Beto! It is getting late. I can't wait too late. Bethel's gone. Who else? Tony? D.I. Who? Go ahead. You know, what we're going to end up doing here is, I want a party. We're going to throw it for the trolls. The troll, they call them the troll patrol. The troll patrol. The troll patrol. Hey, you know, you folks come in here and have a good time because we're such a good time and party up in here. You guys, you know what? You guys owe us. You guys would not have a life without us. Think about it for a minute.
Yo.
MG. Hey, it is the disgruntled sports gamer. What's up, fam?
My brother, what's popping?
You know,
what is cracking, man?
Sitting here up on the verge of greatness. We're already great, but we take it to the next level. Boy, I tell you what, fam, that's what I'm looking forward to. So we can have we can look down the nose at people in Seattle, in LA. Yeah. Oh, Texas. We're looking down on you, Texas. You know, that means so much to me, fam. I love that stuff. They can't say a damn thing. And you know what? After this next Sunday, winning that, they can talk all they want to. I just ignore them, like the Steelers used to do to me when I'd say something. And the Patriots, all of a sudden they won 6, and now I couldn't say nothing to them. But we don't get no respect like that. Fam, we got how many more trophies? The Rams and the Hawks, everybody in our division, but all between all of them. They don't have as many trophies as the 49ers, but to the first ones jump in your face. It makes no sense. But no, you get that 6th one, they ain't got nothing to say. Fam, what about that game coming up Sunday? I mean, you know, I got to have my offense ready to roll. They can't start in the third or fourth quarter against this team.
Yeah, I think the Niners have not played their best ball yet in the last 2 games in the playoffs. Yeah. I don't think Brock Purdy played his best ball. I don't think our defense, our offense, Kyle Shanahan hasn't had the best game plan. Steve Wilkes, and I think they are going to play. They're going to go Super Saiyan on Sunday, and they're gonna play with. They're gonna execute, and I feel like they're gonna punch the Chiefs. Like they're gonna come out swinging, and I think it's either 2 things: either Patrick Mahomes go full Michael Jordan, and Steve Spagnuolo turns into freaking Robert Saleh, or the Niners. You got 2 number 1 receivers. You got White Emmitt Smith. You got White Vernon Davis. you got a young Eli Manning at quarterback. From top to bottom, bro.
Fam, you know what I love about you bringing up Eli, because there's the biggest argument on Speak the other day. You know what? I love some of the points they were making, because you know what? Was Eli Manning great? He got 2 Super Bowls. Should he be in the Hall of Fame? Y'all answer that.
Absolutely.
Because you ain't got to be the greatest athlete in the world to be considered blah, blah, blah. I'm sitting there laughing because, you know, you guys are saying that for what? Because look at that boy in San Francisco. He may not be this, he may not be that, he may not be this, but the 49ers are going to the damn Super Bowl. I said, You take the rest of that stuff and you shove it right where the sun don't shine, because it don't mean diddly squat about who. And Cam Newton, you need to shut up. God.
Yeah, Cam Newton, he's too arrogant just to say, you know what, I was wrong. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Like, his credibility, it would be shot. He got his own show. He doesn't want to ruin his image, so he just has to remain arrogant. So yeah, I'm turned, man. I know the Niners are going to come out and they're going to surprise the Chiefs,
And I think everything, the character building games that we had to have in the first two games, the ones that had my blood pressure on a million, they built something into these guys that show like, yo, we can't start off slow, and we got to put our foot on the gas. We got to put the foot on the necks. And I think they're gonna come out swinging. They're gonna see a different team, and they're gonna execute on all levels. And it's gonna be a fun game to watch.
You're right.
Overdue. Kyle Shanahan. Do you know how many NFC championships I've been? How many NFC championships and Super Bowls that have broken my heart in the last 10 years?
Man, it's just ridiculous.
Do you see how he aged in the last 6 years?
Goes all the way back to Sherm running McCrabtree off the man. You know what? That's
So Trent Williams is due. Fred Warner. What's it? A more mature aged George Kittle. Christian McCaffrey is a Marine.
See, Christian McCaffrey. I love every time he gets the ball, I get a rush because I know he's going to. There you go. He's going to do something, and he does. Touchdown every week, at least 2. If he ain't rushing it in, he took a short pass. Something. He's going to make something happen. He's that ultimate weapon. That's all. I love to watch him.
And he's so much more. He's physical. I never thought he was as physical as I see him run. He runs hard.
But McCaffrey is tough. And then you got Debo on the other side. I feel sorry for defenses and stuff. When them boys come running around the corner and out in the open, you need to make a business decision because you're going to get hurt. And they ain't that big, but when they hit you, it's going to feel like a truck.
Come on, Debo, Ayuk, you got McCaffrey, you got George Kittle, you got Purdy. Come on, what are we not gonna do? Get out of here, man.
Do the laugh. Do the laugh with me. Yak, 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 yak.
Yeah.
Bam, bam,
Oh,
bam.
turd.
Call 911. Get an ambulance out here.
Turd. 37-26 Niners.
You know what? Hold that score. Wait. Next week, something can happen.
My bad.
You can hear about some more. Because you thought we played Sunday. Huh? I want to be this Sunday too. I'm tired of waiting. But I want the guys to get some rest because they're wore out. But next week they should.
I need this Sunday off, man. These last 2 weeks has really made me want to run through a wall.
Seriously, we need to break them. I'm tired of these games. And they couldn't. You really do damage to your heart when you watch games like that back-to-back weeks. Because the first week, before you even recover from the damages from week 4, they do it again. I guarantee you, a lot of people told me, Rumble, because you ain't faithful, man. I knew they was going to come back and win that game against the Lions. Yeah, hell yeah. Oh, God, seriously? I'm sitting there arguing about my team.
The Lions had us beat. They beat us so many times. Like they lost the game. We didn't. There's the way they. Like those first down drops that Reynolds did, the everything the stars aligned for us. We did not play well at all that game.
We did not.
They came out. I don't know that speech what Kyle Shanahan said. Either you go home, we can't go out like this, and then like something clicked. Like okay, let's start playing like we're actually here, like we're on our way to somewhere.
Like we mean it, like we're serious. And also the Green Bay Packers, they beat us, fam. The Packers beat us.
Yeah. Yep. Sure did. That's why ain't no way they go come and play. And I think because they know how good of a team they are, they looked at the Lions and the Packers like they were inferior. And then they came out and bust us in our chin. And they know the Chiefs are the ones that are top dogs. The Niners are gonna come out like some scrappy freaking chihuahuas.
You're going to take them like to the Cowboys. Look at them the same way as look at the Cowboys and the Eagles. Oh, y'all supposed to be bad, huh? All right, let's go.
Yeah. Let's hope the refs. It can't be a close game because if it's a close game, it's going to be a Pfizer Bowl.
Yep, and the refs go determine who wins. Sam, I haven't heard from you in a long time. I haven't seen. I thought I saw you on X a few days ago. Anyway.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. I remember back in 2015, man, when I was like. Well, I mean, the Tom Sula years, you was always on something. And I could feel something coming. I can feel, man. And then we over here having winning seasons. Like, come on, man, come on.
And
keep the fire.
So funny because you mentioned those years, we hung right in there. We still faithful. We still believe in them. In fact, every week I was predicting a win, even knowing damn well we was gonna get beat. Now, 49ers ain't losing no game. We're going to win this one, y'all. I'm telling you right now. Every week I make a fool of myself. I was worse than Rudy, and Rudy's a damn fool. And you know what? The things he be saying are just ridiculous. Oh,
hey, wait, who's the Ramilia dude? Who's that
That's
Ramilia
Rudy.
guy?
There's a
Okay,
couple of Rudy imposters in here, but one of them is Rudy. Boy.
Oh my gosh, I ain't never seen somebody so obsessed with another team.
He doesn't even talk about
We can win the
Rams.
Super Bowl, and he's gonna come out and say something like,
Well, you know, guys,
"Yeah, that don't
I
even count."
already hear him now. You guys put an asterisk behind that, man, because the Chiefs were hurt and everything else. Okay, well, I told you about when y'all won that NFC-CG. I had Trent Williams running around with his ankle hanging off his leg. I said, no matter what anybody says about Jimmy, Jimmy's shoulder's out, his hand is out. All right, my right tackle's gone. All right, you guys got away by 3 points. You tell me who's lucky. Oh my God, I can't believe.
And
We
then
played three games.
how
We
the
had to go
hell?
through Green Bay. We had on the road the whole time we played them last. He better be glad we didn't play them first.
And when the Rams won the Super Bowl, they had the salary cap of the IRS, the Federal Reserve. Like, what are you talking about?
That's
Like,
why they went
you even got Eric Weddle from the grave. Like, how do you? And then you Odell Beckham. Like, get the hell out of here! And then the game, and then the Super Bowl was a home game. It was LA.
Right, it was. And we still and then 5-12 the following season to bring the truth to light. That all them rentals and all them mercenaries they had, y'all ain't got no money? Hey, it was real. We out of here. Yeah, okay.
Full homelessness back in Inglewood.
This is
Get
too
out
much
of
fun.
here.
Hey, we gotta go. Hey, I'll be back Sunday looking for you if you got time.
Much love to you, my brother.
Yeah,
Go Niners.
Got you. You know this, fam. Night.
Yes, sir.
That's disgruntled. He was disgruntled too when I first met him. Boy, we was losing all the time. Night, man.
All right, man. Peace.
Hey, yo, Bethel. Bethel might have to get up early in the morning or something. She might be gone. And check on Frank again. Frank, I'm pretty sure Frank is gone. Yo, Frankie. Hey, I know Tony ain't gone. Tony, get in there, ATL. Mike G. There you go. Bakersfield's big enough to have a team. The Bakersfield Rams. That sounds good too.
Rambo, I'm here.
I love this chat.
What's up, Rambo?
We just moved the Rams to Bakersfield because they don't belong in the same stadium with Jim Harbaugh and the Chargers. Move the Rams out, and who is it? Mike G's got to move it to Bakersfield. Bakersfield Rams.
Bakersfield Rams. That doesn't have a good ring to it.
But you need to go to Bakersfield to know what we're talking about. Actually, I can talk about Bakersfield because I was born in Bakersfield, and my parents left. But you know what? Bakersfield's about as close to the country as you're going to get. Tony, I'm talking 110-degree summers. You know what I'm saying? Kids running around barefoot all the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and no roof, just an open stadium. No roof.
Sleeping outside. Because mosquitoes don't even hang around in Bakersfield. It was too hot. Woo! I'm talking desert.
Ronbo,
Desert.
all chat long, Ronbo, Rudy, Ramoya, and Chrissy Everett. They be trying to get me, but I got them. And the other callers, other people in the chat have got them. All those guys never quit. And then guess who he found? He's out of the psych hospital. He was on suicide watch. Gene D.
Really? I saw you at Gene D. I said, Gene D, I haven't seen Gene D in here since, damn, when? Wow.
I said, Gene D, it's okay, man. I said, we're glad you're out of the mental hospital and off of suicide watch. He doesn't respond to me, but I can get him anyway.
Him and Rudy, they're sharing the same room. Because I know Rudy's typing from the board. Guarantee you, man. Rudy says some of the most ridiculous things, and he never stops trying to come up with material. Because guys like Rudy they want to be in the conversation, but his team just can't bring him to it, right? So he's in there, and we're talking about celebrating, doing everything, and here's Rudy. Well, in 1947, the Rams won the championship. Okay. And so that's pretty much equal to a Super Bowl ring. So we've got actually pretty much four championships. Oh, no, you don't. The Super Bowl era and the championship years, it was a much more, the degree of difficulty when the merger took place is way different than when them championship teams with 4 or 5 clubs in it was running, and you know it. I don't know why you're going to discredit it, but yet still you can't give us any you call the 49ers trophies in the 80s relics. Boy, stop.
Hey, Ronbo, and I said this to you guys before, probably about a year ago or so. Hey, Rudy, if you're listening, you want to do a little history, what about the 1969 Rams? Ronbo, remember I told y'all this? They started the season 11-0.
Yeah.
69 round, 11-0. They lost their last 3 games of the season, and then they lost their first game in the playoffs to Minnesota. They tried to come back. They got sacked for a safety trying to come back.
He won't mention
How
that.
you go 11-0?
I guarantee you, Rudy won't mention talk about that.
And don't win anymore.
You know, he just
11-0.
wants to be in elite conversations that he doesn't belong in. You know, so he starts straining up things. Now he's all over Brock Purdy. Well, you know, Brock Purdy's just Jimmy G 2.0 with a little mobility.
Right.
Okay, Brock and Jimmy, they've lost one time between the two of them in 7 years. Why would you bring up that? I mean, if you go try to throw a dig, why shoot yourself in the foot? The ownership, you got away one time, and it took a series of miracles, and you go bring that up. I would have said anything but that. I mean, Nick Mullins even beat the Rams, I think. Yeah, Jalen pointed that out. CJ is the only quarterback we ever had that didn't beat the Rams.
Like Chrissy Jim Kim.
Yeah.
It's like Chrissy Jim Kim saying that the Falcons begged Raheem Morris to come be their coach, stealing them from the Rams. Raheem Morris was with the Falcons 5 years before he even came to the Rams.
Yeah. See, they don't
like
don't
you said,
watch
they don't
history.
know. They don't know nothing.
Be talking
They don't
and don't
know
know
nothing.
what they're talking about.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
But Ronbo, the Nick Wright, you know, first he's off Seattle. Now he's all on Kansas City's cojones.
Yeah,
you know how Nick Wright is. He's a bandwagon jumper.
Of course.
And Joy Taylor and them, they're gonna be eating crow come next Sunday night.
Oh,
they're gonna be eating crow.
I pray for this, especially, and James, you know James Jones, he will.
I'm kind of surprised at him.
But he will come righteous every now and then. He's not consistently going to say negative things about anybody on the 49ers team. He will say this and that he won't believe, especially when we played the Packers. He didn't appreciate that at all because he is a Packer. I understand that. But Jones is trying to understand why people keep pick up on Brock Purdy, and he's still in the playoffs. I said, you know what? This is what I like about James Jones. He'll say something, and then he'll come back and come correct. He won't always just keep riding down that hate train. And so Shady McCoy, too, and Emmanuel Acho. Boy, I love me some Acho.
I don't like that dude. I don't like McCoy. I just like him as a player, and I don't like him now.
Oh, Shady,
so,
man.
Jones was a pretty good player. But Ronbo, this is just me, because it hasn't happened in a while, probably since Emmitt Smith. I think Christian McCaffrey is going to rush for almost 200 yards.
Oh, yeah, he's got it. I look for him to go off.
I say 160. I think he's going to have another 65 yards of receptions. He's going to have 2 touchdowns rushing and 1 receiving and be Super Bowl MVP. That's just what I think.
That'd be awesome. He deserves it. He really does.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, while McCaffrey's wearing out one side, Debo's going to be tearing up the other side. That's why I say, you know, as long as we do our offense and George Kittle keep dropping that ball across the middle and let him just wear him out. Because as soon as Kittle gets the ball, if he's got 2 steps he can get, I
think Jawan Jennings and Juice is going to get them too. Y'all got so many weapons. They're going to contribute too.
Boy, that toe drag. Oh, that toes on the line. I'll never forget that catch. That was just amazing. I mean, there's no reason. I got one of the best left tackles of all time, you know. And by the way,
you got one of the best fullbacks of all time. He made the Pro Bowl again this year.
That's it.
In limited duty.
I didn't even know it, but it was pointed out that McKivitz hasn't allowed a sack yet. I didn't even know that.
That's good.
You know,
That's
so
because
Red
you
Eye,
don't hear from him. You're going to hear his name called. That's a good thing.
and Chris Jones does not rush around. Chris Jones might try to run around the side now, but that's cool. He ain't that fast. He can go. Put Chris Jones on the outside all day. He will, when by the time Chris gets there, Brock will have rid of the ball and be gone. So so I'm looking forward.
And I
to
heard
this.
you guys talking about Chase Young tried to light a fire up under his behind because he is playing for a contract.
I know, right? He doesn't look like Chase Young anymore. That's very strange.
No, he balled out when he first came to y'all. He was balling.
Yeah, first couple of weeks, and then all of a sudden he got there.
Yep.
I guess he saw the writing on the wall. These people can't afford me. I'm gonna have to try to get through this without getting hurt. Cause his life will be.
But he
over if
loves
got
y'all's
hurt.
organization, though. He loves y'all's organization, though. He
That's
said
why
it.
I wish the 49ers would have at least, well, maybe they don't want to lie to him, but at least give him the idea that it'll be worth his while. But we don't have any money. We got to sign Ayuk. We need to get Javon Jennings back. There's a few people we got to re-sign. And
Who you guys going to draft in the first round, a corner or an offensive lineman?
it's got to be an offensive lineman. You know what's so funny though, Tony? They're going to think that McKivitz, if he continues to develop, and I imagine that's what he's doing, because let's face it, McKivitz is just a glorified rookie. He's never had any playoff time or playing time until this last year. So they're going to continue to try to develop him. If he shows any improvement, the 49ers would rather go elsewhere. Kyle does not like to draft offensive linemen. I can tell it. They really don't. Third, fourth, fifth round. But we need a left tackle. Trent Williams is not going to last forever. You can't get a left tackle in the fourth and fifth round. Not really.
Yeah, we drafted Matthew Bergeron in the second round.
See?
I think the sixth pick in the second round out of Syracuse. The Cowboys wanted him. He played left tackle at Syracuse. But, we had that hole at left guard for a long time. I think he made the second all-rookie team left guard this year. Bergeron ball. So our left guard problem is fixed. If Jake Matthews retires, which he won't because this is the 11th year, we could slap Bergeron over the left tackle and just draft the left guard again.
Yeah. The thing is, with offensive linemen, they don't usually come in smoking. They take a little work. Aaron Banks, we had him for 2 years before he showed up. We had him for 1 year. I don't know what
I
he
knew
was
he
doing.
was balling.
Oh man, Aaron's that's a big boy. And then you got him up to speed where he should be. Oh, Banks does a job. And you run behind that house all day.
I remember him in college. I knew he was going to ball for you. I just took him a little time to develop.
Yeah. And offensive linemen, some of your good ones. Unless it's Quentin, what's his name? Quentin, the guy.
Nelson?
No. See, Nelson's a freak. That boy, he could have left school early. Yeah, he's just good. And can move in space. Wow.
So, they both went to the same school, Notre Dame.
Hey,
Boston College, Wisconsin.
Notre Dame. Who else?
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Wisconsin, Georgia, and Alabama. Those 5 schools.
Didn't Ohio used to be good? Was it Ohio?
Ohio State, yeah. Yeah. Matter of fact, they got a good one. Paris Johnson in the first round last year. Yeah. He's with the Arizona Cardinals. He was their first round pick. But they moved him inside the guard. He played tackle with Ohio State. They got him playing guard.
Because they probably had a better talent outside of him, so,
Sure. And he's young. He probably could, just like we did with Bergeron, we moved him inside the guard. Jake Matthews retires, we can move him back to tackle. It's not your position.
I think Burford for us was he was a tackle too, so we moved him inside. And it was just funny because you got McKivitz on the outside. I think McKivitz Burford might, I don't know. I can't make that call. I was thinking Burford on the outside and McKivitz on the inside because McKivitz, his arms are shorter. I don't know. Maybe which one's got the biggest dog in him, I guess. I guess that's with the offensive lineman. That's always the case.
But Niner Empire, don't worry about Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy's going to be fine. And this is the game he's been waiting for. He's going to be fine. You got to remember, guys, he was a 4-year starter in college. He put the Iowa State Cyclones in the Big 12 championship game his junior year. He went against Jalen Hurts of Oklahoma. Lost by 7 points. Right. So Brock Purdy knows what he's doing.
He knows
in college, he's doing it in the pros. Yep.
He's a Very serious. He doesn't even allow George Kittle to be playing too much. I love what George talked about. No, I've learned I've got to act a certain way around Brock, you know. I said, what? George, did Brock make you behave? Funny. Because George has been clowning forever. Yeah.
I bet you quiet as it's kept, and I don't know, I'm just speculating. I bet you Brock Purdy's had dinner at Joe Montana's house. I bet you they've been outside the backyard growing. I bet you they've been working.
He really
year
likes
or last
Steve,
year.
too.
I bet you.
Yeah.
Oh, he does?
Yeah. Him and Steve did a long thing on 49ers.com, and they had a long talk. They was sitting back, laid back. One was on the sofa, one was laying back in the chair. And they were just talking like you and I are talking, right? And the next thing, and it was funny because at the end of it, well, as Steve says, you know, if there's anything I can help you with, Steve, you're Steve Young. Of course, there's things you can help him with. Steve talked to him like he's got so much respect for him. Then he looked at Brock as, if there's anything I can help you with, let me know. And Brock did say, yeah, well, let's get together sometime. And Brock does lean on him. He even mentioned as much, so he's going to be calling him or getting together with him before the game coming up next week. So,
Soak up all that information. And Ronbo, I want to talk to you about scheme. Are you guys going to play zone in your coverages?
See,
I hope not.
That's what I'm already worried about.
If y'all play zone, if y'all do play zone, you got to play man on Kelsey. Don't play zone and let Kelsey just run free.
See, all he's going to do is sit down in the open spot, and him and Mahomes got such a chemistry going. They both are on the same page at all moments. So you know, I want Fred.
I'd rather y'all play man.
Yeah.
I'd rather y'all mix up your coverages, play man, and when you do switch the zone, play man on Kelsey only.
You know? And we got a couple of guys that play man defense better anyway. Actually, quiet as it's kept, Ambry plays better man than he does zone. As does, and I think Tavares can play both pretty well, but I think he plays man as well. And Demo, people don't like to talk anything good about my boy Demo, but you get him out there in that situation, he's a little dog. I mean, he will make it rough. You may run past him, but by the time you get through him, you'll be bruised up and battered. As little as he is, he's physical as hell. So I want, yeah.
And the first play of the game, when you're on defense, when they come off the line of scrimmage, hit Kelsey right in his mouth. Because in that first 5 yards, you can hit him. Hit him.
Because he's going to
let him run free.
And don't let him just run to the first down marker. Blast his ass before he gets there. I agree.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Yep.
Anyway,
so
Tony, always a pleasure.
But I think y'all going to run it down their throats and then mix it up with your passing game because they can't stop your receivers. I already know that.
I really believe they're going to take this team mentally like they did the Cowboys. The Cowboys came in and the 49ers already was ready before they even got there. And they went in with mud in their eye. When they flew to see the Eagles, boy, you can tell they had ass skin on their mind all the way across country. Yeah, y'all got away with that last year. Let's play now. So yeah, it's all a mind thing. So,
Ronbo, who do you? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say we got to go, but you had a question. Go ahead.
Who do you think are you guys? Who do you think you guys? Do you know who you're going to lose after the season? Whose contract is up?
Tony, don't ask me this because I'm already worried. I'm worried about Jennings. I know Chase is gone. Gibson's going to retire.
Will you re-sign Randy Gregory?
Maybe because Manny's not going to ask for a large.
Think y'all can bring him back.
He's not going to ask for a large check, and Chase is probably going to get bids every other places. But he's not putting on enough for me to go on. If I'm a GM and I'm looking at Chase, I'm not paying him excess of $20 million like he's probably going to be thinking he's going to get. So I don't know what's.
And are you guys going to cut Isaiah Oliver probably?
Yeah, he's going to get cut. Ayuk's got to be signed. So if you're not an A-lister with the 49ers, which is pretty much their policy now, you're not. We're not going to resign you. Kinlaw could be, as somebody mentioned, Kinlaw could be on the block. Gibson, Gibbons. I'm sorry. Just offhand, I can think of 5 or 6 guys. There's going to be some guys getting cut when we do draft guys because there's going to be a couple of them probably get beat out. So it's going to be interesting to see how the 49ers reshape things.
Well, in the coming weeks, I'll be talking to you about some good college talent.
No, I can't wait till to get. I love off-season talking about them ball players coming out of school.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I always love your assessments on the quarterback class. Didn't you tell me that Caleb Williams may be a candy ass?
He's soft, Ronbo. Him and his whole USC team, they soft. Their defense is soft. Look, they didn't even win the Pac-12 this year. It wasn't even first or second. It was Oregon and Washington. You hit them in the mouth,
right.
They quit, man. And Utah proved that last year in that championship game. They soft, man. And now, Caleb, I don't want to go to Chicago. No, you shouldn't go to Chicago because that's a tough city.
And his camp went out and rallied behind that. Caleb never said that. See, because you want to, that puts you in a bad light. Because no matter where I am, he's got an attitude, does he? He should be grateful to get into this.
He said it, Ronbo, because he let it get out. With social, he let it get out. He said it. He wanted Chicago to know it. So, but I know Chicago. I know Chicago's taking a lot of phone calls.
They're
because
bad.
They got that Carolina pick at 1, and the Bears also have the 10th pick, which is their own. So they're taking. Don't be surprised if somebody trades for that pick.
I tell you, and because the Bears is a bad organization. What they've been doing the last few years is just ridiculous. Hey, Tony, let's talk Sunday and see what else is on the on the
Yes,
dock.
sir. You got. I know y'all impatient. Y'all want the game to be Sunday, but you got another week, and just take it day by day.
My nerves are going to be shot. Well, I'm taking advice of some of these other 49 folks. They're saying, look, enjoy the moment, please. Try it too. But it's right there. It's right there. Get it.
Yeah. I heard you talk about how Gene D and Rudy Romulio and all them they don't have lives. You were talking earlier.
Their teams suck. Their resistance is weak. All they got to do, and Rudy's got a problem. All he does is sit around and manufacture content to put out on the Rams. Why? Because they own his. Because he got away once, and he can't stop talking about that. And rightfully so, he got a Super Bowl out of it. But like I say, you bought that. So you know what? There's nothing to be proud of. All right, the production's looking at us.
I think him and especially Jim Kim Everett, Chrissy Jim Kim, both of them, they want acceptance from Niners fans. I really believe that.
They can't.
They'll never get it.
We're in the same division. We got to go.
They want acceptance, so yeah. Ronbo, I know production's gonna cut us off.
They already did.
So I'll talk to you Sunday, my man. You enjoy your weekend. I'm gonna get me some ribs this weekend. I ain't had no ribs in a long time.
There you go. See, Rudy, that's how you do your weekend. Get you some ribs. Stop talking. All right, Tony.
Rudy eats tofu.
I'll
see you Sunday, sir.
All right, Tony.
Take care.
You too. See, that's what you got to do with the trolls. Use them. Abuse them. Don't be offended by the things they say. I'm telling you, they're in pain. They have no reason to be. There's no happiness. They don't have any. The only happiness they have is they think they're coming in here and bothering us. Don't let them bother you. That gives them exactly what they want. We're going back to Bethel, I guarantee it. Bethel's out here. Bethel? Yeah, those guys are gone. What is it, 1 o'clock? Anyway, let's switch them on where they are. All right. Bethel? All right. You want to go to Frank? Because Bethel's not here, unless you see a light on or something. Okay, so we're going to wait for Bethel for reasons unknown. I'm pretty sure he's asleep. Bethel, are you there? Production seems to think you are. Bethel? Bethel. See, folks, I got to tell you, man, I'm really 7 days more. I just hope nothing weird happens between now and then, All right? All right, then we're going to call it for today. Listen, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll be back Sunday. And, man, got to try to relax. Breathe. If you're in the same condition I'm in, deep breathing helps, actually. It does. It really calms you down. Thanks for the conversation, fam. I can't wait to see you Sunday. Nighter! Hey, did I say don't forget to subscribe? Don't forget to subscribe. so he can notify you and let you know we're back. I feel better already.